All right, welcoming everybody in that is probably watching this on the replay on YouTube. I am Charity, aka NiceComps. I have a whole giant amount of stuff that we're going to be going through today that we picked up at 31 garage sales today. It's going to be amazing and awesome and fun. I'm going to show you what I got, how much I spent, what's kind of hot right now, what's kind of not right now. And if you're watching this on the replay, like I said, you probably are. Fast forward a little bit because I want to welcome in our TikTok friends, and it's going to take a second for everything to get going. So I will be back. Paying attention to you momentarily. Questions, comments, thoughts, ideas, go ahead and put them in the chat, and I will try to take a look at them and get them answered, whether it's live or replay. All right, let's get is it time? It is. Let's get our TikTok friends in here and get this party started. Let's get it started, yeah. Ooh, she's singing. She's singing, folks, already. She's already singing. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Who is it going to be? Who is our magic person? Who's our first person tonight? Who is it going to be? It's going to be someone. Who is it? Let's see. Drum roll. Come on, who's it? What's their name? Is it going to be something amazing? It is an amazing name. Charla Osborne, you're the first one in tonight, followed by John Joseph Jones. That's the triple J. I like that. John Joseph Jones. That is a strong triple J name. I love it. Nola in my heart is here. And Jojo Mo 22 is joining us. Carrie is here. I see you there. And WK. This is going to be fun, you guys. We did a lot of garage sales today. And by we, I mean me. I like to refer to myself as two people, apparently. Tracy's here. Tracy! Thanks for the like, Carrie. Amazing. Robert is here. Good to see you again, Robert. Hey, Tracy. All right, you guys, we have so much stuff tonight to go through. I'm going to set these bags here. So many things. So many containers of stuff. It goes all the way over, all the way down through my fireplace area over here. Thanks for the likes, Tracy. This is going to be a lot of stuff. A great day. So today's garage sailing was amazing. Ruth, I see you, Ruth. Today's garage sailing was amazing because today was like a super bread and butter today. And I picked up some hard goods, which I never do, but I saw some stuff I couldn't pass on today. So I picked up some hard goods that's so totally not normally me. But yeah, so we're going to try it. All right, we got our goals pinned for tonight. Now, if you are a subscriber, first of all, thank you for subscribing and adding value to the channel. But second of all, I put 3 new stickers I made in. So if you are a subscriber, you are going to see them. And they're a little ridiculous because that just fits me. So yeah, we'll find out, right? I will find out if anyone can see them and likes them and puts them up. Christine CES, Irish Mimi. You guys hear that? That's the squeakies. Always eat dinner time, mister. The squeaks are out. We're hearing the squeakies. That means the dogs are ready. Coley found them. What do you think, Coley? Now that I've learned I can make stickers in there, I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. They're going to get ridiculous. Tracy says nice. Okay. All right. Let's do this, guys. All right. We're going to start off like we always do with a few facts. Basically, how much did I spend? What was the scenario today? I'm going to try to not trip over bags, but that's not guaranteed. Spilled coffee while we were shipping yesterday. Already spilled a seltzer water today. Cut my finger. You know, that's just how we go here in the Holden home. We just are hot messes. And by we, I mean me, because I literally am accident prone. We need a Simpsons donut sticker. Oh, we do need that. Wait till you see. I got something I got to keep for myself today, too. Okay, so what did we do? I'm not going to show you addresses because those are people's homes. but we made it to, I got to 31 sales today. Today started off weird. So every Friday night, one of the things I do before I go to bed is I go through Craigslist, I go through Nextdoor, I go through the couple Facebook groups I'm in, and I go through Marketplace, and I look for garage sales. Then I put them in my binder with the addresses so I can kind of map out where am I going. Am I going to the town below me? Am I going to the town above me? Am I staying in my town? Am I driving out of town? What's the scenario going to be? Guys, I went to bed last night with zero garage sales. There was none on Craigslist. There was two, but they were like furniture sales, which I'm not interested in. There was nothing on Nextdoor. There was nothing in the Facebook groups except for people just trying to sell individual items. So I got up this morning super early and just kept refreshing stuff because I was like, this is so weird. Like, is there just not going to be any sales? And then they all came flooding in at once. So I left the house with 5 sales written down. So I had 5 total places to go. And of course, they were north, east, south, west, and then one like 10 houses away from me. So I was like, oh man, I'm going to be driving today. And I did. I drove a lot today. I even had to stop and fill the car up because I was driving. So I was out way in outskirts. So I think I could have gotten to my normal like 40 today, which is usually my goal to hit every Saturday. But man, I was putting some pedal to the metal today, and I was driving so much. But got to 31 sales. And I actually stopped by the local thrift store at the end because there was a sale literally on the same block. Now, our little local thrift store here, I've only been in 4 times. I've been 5 now. I usually just go right back to the shoe section because honestly, their clothes there are overpriced, but their shoes are always pretty good and reasonable. And I always seem to pick up like a couple fire pairs while I'm there. So I'm excited to show you guys what I got because if one of the pairs I got, if it's what I think it is, it could be like a really good flip. But I'm going to comp it with you guys live. I have not comped it. So we did 31 sales. We spent a total of $100 in cash. I spent $65 in Venmo, and I spent $30 with my debit card at the thrift store. It was like $31. We'll just call it 30 bucks. So we spent a total of $195 today. And then now we're going to see what we think we're going to make back on that investment. So if you guys have said anything and I've missed anything, I apologize. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. If you are interested in all like garage sale hauls, shipping, reselling, weird shenanigans, funny stories, absolutely ridiculous dogs, crazy made up songs on the fly, girl that changes her hair every 30 days, and a variety of graphic t-shirts. What else, baby? And I laugh like a robot sometimes. It is not on purpose. You may get to hear that if it gets really crazy. 580. Yes, with a TikTok. That's the first time I've gotten that one. That's cool. Thank you. All right, you guys. Let's do this. Was this week the beat last week's haul? Nothing's going to beat last week's haul, Felix. So every weekend is like a new adventure. So last weekend was all 80s and all made in the USA. This weekend is bread and butter, but some banger bread and butters. Like everything I got today, I expect to have it just fly out of my store, which the stuff like from last weekend, that's more specialty stuff. You're looking for people that are into 80s made in the USA. They want to pay more for single stitch. Today is just way more like this stuff is going to go in and this stuff is going to go out fast, which I love because I've already listed the stuff from last week. And I mean, it's selling, but it's always slower when you're selling, you know, $50 and $60 single stitch bangers rather than just like some bread and butters. So we'll see. Justin laugh like Kyla knows exactly what laugh I get when I get like really laughing or excited. It turns into this like dubstep robot. So, all right, cool. Let's do this. Thanks for the shares. Let's go. So 31 sales, $195 spent, left the house at 7, got home at 1:02, I believe it was wonderful when I started out this morning. It was a nice 68 degrees. And by the time I got home, it was 94 degrees. And I definitely was feeling the sweat. So we're going to pop our little phone on here so we can do some comps. I only comped maybe 3 things today. So everyone that the sales I was at today they were like hawk watchers. Like everyone give me like a hands up or a heart if you know what I'm talking about. you're at a garage sale and they're literally like following you around and pointing things out and talking to you the whole time, which makes it really hard to comp. So today I would say more than any day I've ever done, I had to go with like my gut today. So I don't know if all this is going to pay off, but we're going to figure it out together. All right, let's get started here. This is in absolutely no particular order. I have no idea what is even in these bags. I am in and out of a garage sale in under 3 minutes. I am a turn and burn garage sale girl. I want to get in, I won't get out. I want to get in, I want to get out. So I don't even remember what I got. So let's get started here. I'm going to tell you what I bought and why I got these things. If you have any questions while you're seeing any of this, please ask. If you're a fellow reseller in here and you've got advice, give it. Like, there is no wrong answer. We all start somewhere. I have only been absolutely insanely consistent for like 8 weeks now. Before that, I was at more of a dabbler, I would say. So, I'm still learning and I'm still new to this whole adventure as well. Jem, yo, what's up? Golden Girls, I love watching you guys. Get me so inspired and gets me out of my head. Hey, that's what it's all about. That makes me happy. All right, let's get started here. So the first thing we've got is something I did not buy for brand. So you're going to see that I do two different things. I either buy something because of the brand name and it's something I recognize, or I buy it for the aesthetic. I do a lot of what's called trigger words, keywords in my descriptions. If you're curious what I mean, you can go to any listing I have over on eBay or whatever. Look at the very bottom of my descriptions after my disclaimer, and you will see it on every listing. There's going to be a bunch of words in there. So I use trigger and keywords to get the search engines working. So on this one here, I paid $1.25 for this, and this is just a sick Hawaiian shirt. Now, I realize we are at the end of summer, but guys, I live in Texas. A lot of people live down here in the South, and it is hot all the time. People are constantly going on cruise. So this is going to be cruise, dad bod, dad shirt, vacation, all of those kind of things. It's just a little lightweight, breathable. Let's see, what is the name? Piping Hot. I have no idea what that is. It doesn't matter. It's absolutely sick. We'll probably get like 16 for this and paid $1.25. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm going to do two things. I'm looking for the SNS test. That is the see it and sniff it test. So you may see me do a little sniff from here to there. And all I'm doing is just trying to figure out if it's something I need to wash. I do not wash everything that I pick up. If I did that, my electric bill would be $80 million. So I am a high volume seller, meaning that I'd be washing clothes all day, every day. It would be crazy. So this right here is probably going to get us 16. We spent $1.25. Next one here, this is another $1.25. I sell these a lot. These are the denim and flower. Let me show you the label here. Both on, I'm showing, if I'm going up like this to TikTok, I'm here with our UB2B friends too. So this is denim and flower. Now, if you are picking this up for any more than $3, I would not suggest doing it. I am also a high margin profit person, meaning that I want to make back at least 3 times what I've spent. 4 times is great. 5 times is really what I'm going for. And 6 times or over is like, So I will probably end up with 14 for this. It's got little flamingo-y cranes on it. Y'all know how I feel about flamingos. Flamingos are my animal. Oh, thank you for the join my team, Alice. So anyone that joins the team, which is free to join, doesn't cost you anything, I will be adding a little tag in your like little description things for being on the team. And it's something I noticed about you either when you've been on a live or something I noticed from your profile. It's just a little something I do, and I think it's fun. I enjoy doing it. I hope you guys like it too. I am a 5 times kind of girl, says 580 fines. That's what I'm talking about. High five on that one. Like the more, the better. So got this for $1.25. It'll probably sell for 14. Passes the test. Moving right along. Next one here is what? I'm not even sure what brand this is, to be honest. But I got it because it's got cute little rainbow ice cream cone swirl things on it. Very preppy, very indie, very pride centric. It's got all of the like cool rainbow stuff on it. Super cool shirt. I really like this one a lot. I'm thinking I could probably get closer to 20 for this one. And this is something that I won't mind hanging on to in my store for a little bit. It's a conversation piece on Depop. It's something people will look at, which sends them to my store. I love having conversation pieces on my Depop, meaning I like to have things on there that a lot of people are viewing, because the more views I get on an item on Depop, the more popular I am on Depop. By the way, Depop has been quiet this weekend. I don't know what is going on, but it has been quiet. They usually get like that if there's like an update or something happening. So keep your eyes out for that. All right, so we'll probably get closer to 20 for that one, I'm guessing. All right, next one is a brand called Rerun. I did not buy this because it is some amazing brand. I bought it because of the aesthetic. It's got the military top tacticals. Yeah, 580 joined the team. So it's got the military tab style up here. It also has the pearl strap here. It's got these little holder things. Indie, skater, Western, skater boy with a B-O-Y and a B-O-I. Music, concert, preppy, modern, post Y2K aesthetic. I mean, the amount of descriptive and trigger words on something like this is great. And when you're getting this for $1.25, I'll sell this for probably $15 over on Depop all day. Next thing we've got here is a pair of, and if you guys have any questions about any of these items, let me know, because I'm just rolling through them. So next thing we've got here is a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren shorts. Polo Ralph Lauren is just my bread and butter brand. It's so interesting. It's not something I sought after to sell, but I just always come across it at sales. People are willing to give it away for like $1, which is crazy because this brand is super expensive. I mean, these shorts new were probably, let's see, I paid, that's funny. He originally had $5 on these, and we didn't pay $5. We paid $2. No, we paid $1.75. So this brand is really expensive. And these were probably $90 originally. So these are super cute. I mean, this is something I would wear. I may have to see if those fit me. If not, they're going in the store, probably selling this time of year for, I don't know, maybe like $13, something in there. All right, next thing we've got here, same thing. So these tags too, and I'm surprised I didn't catch this at the sale. I usually get these off immediately. If you are at a garage sale and you see this silly masking tape, first of all, if you have a garage sale and you live in a warm part of the country, please stop putting masking tape on your clothing. It leaves a residue and you have to use Goo Gone, and it's a whole situation. The other thing is when you buy things and it has that magic marker on it, get these off as fast as you can. And the reason being is because I have had that magic marker transpose onto stuff and actually ruin clothing. So that's got a little stick to it. I bet that other one too does too. So those are going in the box of like, I'm going to take a little Goo Gone. You can use anything you want, but Goo Gone doesn't stain clothing like olive oil does. Spray a little of that on, rub over that, and it'll get the rest of it out. What brand are those? Those are Ralph Lauren. Those are Polo. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even say these ones. My mistake. These are super cute. These are another pair that, I mean, man, I kind of want to keep them because this is totally my aesthetic. It's got that whole pirate look to it. These are trunks. So this brand is known for just being like a lightweight, breathable brand. They always have like fun and cool, unique prints. Are they a huge, giant banger seller? No, but they definitely make a little bit of money. I'm about to try those on. Charity might have to try those on because those are totally me. All right, next thing we've got here, let's move on. Each of these pairs I got for everything you're about to see, I got for $1.50 a piece. So here we go. All right. First thing we've got here is a pair of jorts. Jorts for me always sell. I cannot keep them in my store. They are very, very popular, even though we're headed into winter. Oop, do we got a busted zipper? Oh, I think we got a busted zipper, guys. Do we have a busted zipper? Yep, we got a busted zipper. All right. Guess what I'm going to do with these? I'm going to throw them out. I'm not going to put a zipper on them. I'm not going to go through all that. It's not worth it. So $1.50 out the door. Moving right along. Next thing we've got here is a pair of, what are these? These are Kalu Premium. I don't even know, but this might be a popular brand. I've just never come across it before, but I got it because that is literal fire. It has a metal backing with leather. It's got all these different rivets. It's got fixed stitch. It's got fading. It's got the vertical stitching. It's got top whiskers. It's got knee whiskers. That's what these are called. It probably has back whiskers. Yep, it's got some back whiskers. I mean, it has a giant, huge nautical star on the back of it. Like, these are literally that dude that's into like the kind of like affliction, MMA, UFC look. Ed Hardy, any of that. That's exactly what this is. So these are total fire. What a great buy for $1.25. These will probably go for close to $30 over on Depop. I got to look up this brand though. I could be off. I'm not sure. But all that fixed stitch, right here, this is when your keywords and your descriptive words come into play, because that's going to be what sells these is embroidered, nautical star, punk, skate, MMA, post Y2K, Y2K aesthetic, like all of those things are going to help to sell those. Okay, next ones we've got here. Thrifty's here. What is going on? And I hope I didn't miss any questions, you guys. If I did, I apologize. Have you ever had shoes get gooey on the bottom? Are you talking about when you're cleaning them, Golden? Because if you are, and it's the soles, that's kind of like the first stage of a dry rot situation. Because what happens is there's no moisture inside of that, or the moisture has gotten trapped. And when you start to clean it, it'll get like this weird film on it. So if that's what you're talking about, that could kind of be the beginning of that. The only other thing it could be is if you're using acetone on the bottom of a shoe that's got like a slippery base, like camper shoes are like this, the brand Camper, you can't use that on the bottom of there because it messes with their chemicals and activates kind of like a gel kind of thing. Quick question, then I got to run. Any idea what brand of shelving you use? Southern, are you talking about in my listing room, or are you talking about for the board that I use for taking pictures? Do you only do garage sales or Goodwill type stores? I only really do garage sales. So I've been to Goodwill once in the last year. I've never been to the bins. And I probably pick up around 200 items every Saturday at garage sales, something right in there. I don't think we've ever counted, but I would say that that's probably fair, anywhere between 100 to 200, depending on the weekend. What was I going to say? And I went to a thrift store today and picked up like a couple pairs of shoes, but I've only been there 5 times in a year. What is a Depop? Depop, D-E-P-O-P. Y2K clothing, fire banger, t-shirt bros. That's kind of like that kind of a place that holds your inventory. Costco. I got those for Costco. Those are the rolling ones at Costco. And what's great about those is that every once in a while, those will go on sale and you can get them for super cheap. So normally they're like $130, but if you wait for them to go on sale, just depending on the sale, I think we got ours for $80 a piece. If I had to do over again, I probably would have just done regular shelving in that room. But I had already bought those for our old place because my inventory used to be in the garage. Courtney, I'm from Texas, kind of outside Austin. What are we doing? Hustle bought a t-shirt from me earlier. Hustle scored an awesome t-shirt, one of my favorites that we all did on a live together. It has a dope on it. It's got Popeye. It's a political thing. Oh, it's an awesome t-shirt, man. I can't wait to show you guys when we ship on Monday. Okay, all right, let's keep going. So this is a pair of South Pole. The little tab thing has come off. That is a 2.5 second sew for me. So that is something that I will do. I am really insanely fast at putting these back on. So I can do it like a pro in 2 seconds. 2 seconds is exaggeration, 2 minutes. And for these, I will do that because of the aesthetic. Loose, baggy. Look at how giant these pockets are in the back. Like here is my body. It is like the size of my torso. These are absolutely sick South Poles. They're 34s. Let's see if I can find any more information on these. Let's see, 2011. So we've got, I would even classify these as Y2K. If stuff hits that 2011, I will still say it's Y2K, because what if it came out in January of 2011? How is it any different than December of 2010? So I will still call these Y2K, and these will probably end up selling over on Depop, would be my guess for those. I was going to go in the wash one, so I remember to sew that. All right, next thing we've got here is an older pair of Adidas. These are a 2001 jogger before Adidas totally sold out and started selling their stuff like in Walmart and stuff like that. These are really cool fire pair of joggers. These are the old style. It's got the hook and loop fastened at the bottom around your ankles. They just don't make them like this anymore. These are in crazy good condition. It still has its drawstrings. It's got the old style Adidas label, and it is dated July of 2001. So these are total fire. These will sell either Poshmark, Depop, eBay. These could even be an eBay item. I'll probably even put these up on Grailed just because it's so rare to find these Adidas joggers with the hook and loop at the bottom that are still in good condition like this. They usually have like holes or burns and stuff in them. So those are super great. All right. Next thing we've got here is a brand. I always pick these up. I can't keep these in my store. They're missing a button. I'm going to pop a black button on there because it's just one of the little I bought button kits for this exact reason, and I love them. If you're wondering how to get them, if you go to the old Big Thinkator in my BioYoE here, when you get off, it'll take you over to the Smile store, and you can actually buy a kit that comes with a variety of different buttons, so you can put new buttons on pants. And it takes 2 seconds to do. It's so fast. It's just a screw mechanism. It's great. Hey, Vanessa, what is up? Sandy, you are welcome. Oh, God's here. Ooh. God, what size on, what were you talking about? What size on were you talking about the South Pole? I think they're 34, probably 34s. Doesn't mean there are still a 34. Yeah, 34, 32s. They look like a 34 still to me too. Yeah, and those are fire. Yeah. I hope that's the size you're looking for if you're curious for some. Oh, thank you, Thrifty. Thank you for helping with the moderation. We got a lot of people in here tonight. 451 likes. Woo! Hello. Hey, John. All right. So pair of Dickies. I always pick these up. Skate, indie, metal, metalcore, skater boy. Every single aesthetic wears Dickies. And these were $1.25. So of course I'm going to pick these up. These feel older. Am I tripping? These feel older. You get to know the material on things. Let's see if we can figure out. Yeah, these are Honduras. These are older. Ooh, you know what? I think these are a 95. Whoa. Sick. All right. Well, we got a nice pair of vintage Dickies. I was like, God, they feel good. Like they just have like a meat to them. I don't know how to describe it, but they need new buttons. We got to put a button on them. Okay. Next thing we've got here. Let's get another bag going. By the way, I see you guys on YouTube. I see you. Okay, next thing here is a really cool shirt. So this is a Fast and Furious. I mean, look at this thing. This is a Fast and Furious shirt. It's got their shop logo on it. Like you cannot make this up. This is real merchandising from Universal Studios. Let's see. Do we have a year on this? Like, it's got to be a bit old. I can't imagine that this is a new one. Let's see. Do we have any more tags on it? Wait till I show you the back. Do we have any Fast and Furious fans in here? I'm curious. Do we have any Fast and Furious? Are you ready? If you're a Fast and Furious fan, you'll know exactly what this is. Dude, come on. Come on. That's embroidered, you guys. That is literally embroidered there. And then it's got the screen print. It's Arizona. This is sick, dude. I know. I saw this. It was hanging up. Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps. I saw this hanging up and I literally just went over and grabbed it. There was no price tag on it. I spent $5 on it, which, I'm a holler for a dollar girl. I'll do $1 all day. But $5 for this, totally worth it. I have no idea what this comps for. I mean, it's got to be like a $40 flip at least. I don't know how many are on the market. It all depends on what's on the market, but this thing is literally sick. And it's a good size too. It says it's a medium, but I would say it's probably closer to like a medium large. Like, look at how big it is on me. Like, this is a good sizer. So, and I wear men's large t-shirts, and that's pretty big. So this one's a banger. I can't wait to get that listed. That's definitely going up on Grailed. All right. I took a chance on something, and this is something we're going to comp together because it looks cool. I don't know if it's cool. They wanted like $10 or $15 for it, and I was not going to pay that. Yeah, they wanted $15 for it. I think I paid 6 or 7 for it. I can't remember. But I'm going to button this up. I don't know. I either bought something that's like super sick and awesome, or it's going to be one of those like, all right, well, at least I'll make, a little bit of money off of it. I'm going to button it. I'm going to show you guys here. Hey, Peach. Hey, Jen. I'm happy to see you. Welcome in. Okay, let's get this all buttoned up. All right. So this was hanging up. This is at the same sale as the Fast and the Furious. And it was at this garage sale in the middle of nowhere. Literally, it was out in like Uland, Texas, like in the middle of no place. Where's I got lost trying to find it originally. I almost gave up, and I'm glad I didn't. So this is the front. It says Full Send, and the brand is Full Send. I am not familiar with this. I have zero idea what this is worth, but the back, this is what got me. This is all embroidered. This whole giant thing is embroidered. And so it says Full Send on the back, 2020. I have no idea what this is. It's from NELK Boys. I don't know what that is. Nifty Bins, what is that? Hey, glad you're here, Annie. All right. Keep an eye out for FTP brand sold a windbreaker for $127. Whoa. FTP. What is FTP? Is that something I already mentioned, or am I like, what is FTP? No, because the Fast and the Furious would be FTP. Oh, they're the tubers. Okay. All right. Well, let's check this out. I'm gonna get my phone. We're gonna get a picture of the back of this, and we're gonna see if we can even pull up. Now, I'm going to put a disclaimer here. I'm going to rough comp this. I am not going in and doing a bunch of research here. We are just gonna see if we can even get anything. Oh, okay. All right. Whoa. Oh. Dude, I love it when you've done this business long enough that you see something and you just look at it and you're like, that's something. Dang. All right. So we got one for a 119 on Poshmark. We've got one for 237 on Macari. And we've got one on Grailed for 121. Dude. So it's got to be like a $100 banger. I mean, wow, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, it was definitely worth a $6 pickup. That's fire. I had no idea what this was. So thank you for letting me know what it was. What do you use for comps? So right now I'm just being super generous on this. And what I do is I just do Google Lens. I pull it up. If you look at an item like this, it'll say all, but then if you click on products, which is the next category over, it'll usually show you the pricing, like the general pricing of what it is you're looking at. Now, like I said, I am rough comping this, guys. I haven't gone in eBay. I haven't seen what is sold. These people might be asking way too much, but I mean, even if it's an $80 to $100 banger for $6, yeah, boy. Hey, honey, I got a banger. All right. Dang. Okay. Woo, that one paid off. I was sweating it. I'm like, I want to get on that live. I want to look at that shirt, and it's going to be like $10. Okay. Moving right along. Next thing we've got here is another giant bag. Here's 746 more likes. Oh, my goodness. You're going to break your fingers. Hey, Ellen. Denise, yeah, that's sweet. I mean, you got to love it when you end up getting something and you weren't expecting it to be anything. So that's rad. Cool. Okay, next thing we've got here is a pair of Polo Assassin. These jeans are sick. Sick. I have never, in the 4,000 garage sales I've gone to, and I am not making that number up, you guys, I have never seen Polo, even the US Polo Assassin, which is obviously the not as real Ralph Lauren, but I have never seen that with an embroidered pocket like that. These feel old too. So look at these jeans. These are super sick. I love these. These are so, so cool. See if we can get a date here. No, but that is all. That is an old label. Look at that. Look at that old label. That is an old boy. That is definitely an old boy. Even the little tag thing underneath it is old. So I have no idea, but those were an absolute pickup for $1.25 is what I paid for on these. Oh, and it's got the little embroidered thing on the side here. Yeah, hustle with the #1 gifter badge. Dude, I'm still stoked you got that shirt. Like, I'm so glad it's going to somebody I know because it's like one of my favorite pickups I've ever got. It was just so neat for a million reasons. What's your username on eBay? I'm just NiceComps. I am NiceComps everywhere you can find it. I put that as my name everywhere. Okay, so those are great. Next ones we've got here is another pair of that brand that I said I wasn't familiar with. So it's KAALU Euro. But I got these for the exact same reason I got those other ones. This back is insane. That pocket, that's not a mistake. That is literally how that pocket is. It's like a crazy cutout pocket situation. It's got like the little tiny coin pocket here with a button. I mean, these are awesome. It's got thick stitch. It's got horizontal whiskers in the back of the knee. It's got whiskers in the front here. I mean, these are in such good condition. They're clean. And I have no idea what year these are from, but they have to be old. And I'll show you why. So they have to be older. I would say Y2K. So when you see tags like this that have the embroidery on the inside where it's actually been like a stitch tag, they don't do that anymore. And they haven't done that for a very long time. So I would say these are probably, if I had to guess, probably in that like late Y2K era. I could be so wrong, but that's my guess. That is my guess for sure. Oh yes, thank you, Thrifty. And if we have any of my subscribers in here, there's a sticker in there that you can use that says LINK in bio. So you can always throw that up. I figure if I put that in there, then when someone has a question, you guys can like put that and like kind of like half admin, half moderate for me. Because I don't want to miss anybody's questions. I always feel like literally terrible when that happens. Okay, so those are super fire sale. Next thing we've got here is another pair of Dickies, and these feel older to me too. Let's take a look here. I think these might be 95s as well. Wow, dude. I mean, you just don't find ones like this anymore of this era that are in this good of condition. I mean, these are in insanely good shape. Like they're loose, baggy. Like this is indie and skate all day, every day. I mean, you would think it's for workwear and maybe someone would get it, but that's not why they're going to pick these up. If those are as old as I think they are, I got to do a little tag research on there. It's a paper tag, but it's like an old feeling. It may be Y2K. I might be reading that wrong. Usually Dickies will have a clear way of reading it, but if it's an older pair, then they just don't have that. So they just didn't date stamp things as much as they do now. Yeah, did you find it? Coley found it. Coley found it. Okay, so if those are as old as I think they are, those are an easy $30 flip. Next pair we've got here is another pair of South Poles. Now this back little tag thing is coming off a little bit. I am not going to stitch that whole thing on. I will just disclose that in the listing. But the reason I got these is because of the size. So these are a 36, which is a great size to sell. But most importantly, look at that bagginess. I mean, those are like literally, that leg right there is like the size of half of my body, and I'm not a tiny girl. So it also has these really cool back pocket stitching. Now, with the little tag thing kind of being a little funkety there, I'll probably still get like 15 or 16 bucks for these. The good news is I paid $1.25. So great. I mean, literally at that point, this doesn't matter. All right, couple things we picked up here. I got this pair of Nikes for $3. They obviously need to be cleaned. You guys know I'm going to use my little electric scrubber. These will clean up really quickly. They've got suede on the side, so they're obviously not going to go in the washing machine. I'll probably do some grandma sneaker cleaner, spray that, and then I'll use my little brush thing there. These are a 2020, so these are a more modern shoe. Little pair of Nike Airs. They're actually really cute shoes. What size are these? These are an 8. So I would say these are probably, I don't know, let's find out. The Nikes always elude me. I am sometimes right and sometimes so incredibly off. I would not call myself a sneakerhead by any means. So it looks like these are going for the average price of around 90. I probably would be happy getting even 70, 73 for these. And they were $5. So can't snooze on that. Next pair we got, same exact sale. I will be using my Just Suede cleaner on these ones. So that'll be cleaning up the tops. Do I think they're counterfeit? Absolutely not. I can just kind of tell just by the weight of them. When you pick up enough Nikes, you pick up enough shoes, you start to get the feeling. Like you can kind of spin feel them. You can feel if they're fake. I could pick up a pair now, and I can always tell kind of by the sale too. Like I'm a little sus at the flea market, but when it's at a sale and it's like just some nice girl that's 16 that's selling her shoes, I'm not too worried about it. Plus that tag is, definitely authentic. It's got the UPC and everything. So this is a pair of 2017s, little Air Maxes, obviously women's. And let's take a look here and just get a rough guess. These are rough guesses on these for sure. Thank you for the follow, Gabby. I appreciate it. And thank you for sharing, DW. I see that. So it's looking like these are probably maybe like a $50, $60. It depends on how well I can clean them up. They're actually not too bad. I mean, I don't know if you can see, they just need a little bit of that Just Suede cleaner, but the bottoms on these are good. There's not a lot of wear. The tread is still good. They still sound solid. And then obviously when I'm at a sale, I always do the squeeze, right? Because you're looking for pops and blisters, and then twist. So on Nikes, here's what you'll see. This back tab here. Oh, we got our live goal achieved. Oh, we got to start dreaming bigger, guys. We got to dream bigger. I'm not dreaming big enough. These back tabs on these Nike Airs will literally flake off in your hands. So when you're at a sale, make sure you squeeze these. These plastic pieces on used shoes, on used Nikes are famous. They are as famous as Danskos are for cracking. So you gotta move those around there. And then I'm looking for any bubbles or blisters as well. If you see them, stop everything. Do not get them. That is the beginning of dry rot, and you do not want to pick those up. I've even told people at sales, like, hey, I think your shoes have what's called dry rot. And they're just like, no, they're in pretty good condition. I'm like, all right, you want to sell those to somebody, go for it. But I'm not buying them. All right. And then the last pair of shoes we got there was these here. And these are going to be, what's that? Move this one. What do you need to move? Yeah, you can, let's see, you might cover just a second. We're adjusting. Perfect. Good. Yeah, we're good. Thanks, baby. So I am going to probably use these as my example for my patent leather fixing video. I've been waiting to get a pair so that I could do that. I know how to fix this. So if there's any scuffs on your patent leather like this, I will teach you how to fix these. These are in pretty good condition, so I may only need a couple little spots, but it'll give you an idea on how to do it. So I got a little pair of Jordans. Let's see, what year are these? Let's take a look. These are a 2017 as well. And let's take a look at these. I've sold a couple pairs of these, but I haven't actually sold this year before. So I am curious what these are going to go for. Let's find out. We got them for $5. Looks like maybe 60, maybe 60 bucks, 60, 50 bucks. Not bad for $5. And then up here, I can just use my little fabric shaver and just get that nice and smooth again too. So we're going to have to do a little bit of love. Again, Nike Airs, any plastic that's in the back on a Nike Air, squeeze it. Be a little rough with it, because if you ship these off to someone and they go to put them on and they use the back tab, which they probably will, and it comes off in their hand, you're going to have to refund them. So you don't want to do that. You want to just not ship it in the first place. Okay, let's see. Another bag. Here we go. All right, here's something I picked up. I have no idea what this is, but it looked old. It looked cool, and it looked like something I want to see. I'm going to put a little hand sanitizer on my hands here after doing that, those shoes. Okay. All right. Always keep a little hand sanitizer in the car too when you're doing your garage sailing. All right. So this is super cool. I have 100% no idea what this is. It is a very old scarf. It's got all these different like houses on it. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but the label was like super crazy, insanely old. It's in a language I can't even pronounce, but it does say made in Italy. So do you buy things without comping and then find out it's a, sometimes it happens. Yeah, Shauna, every once in a while. Now, here's the thing. I don't ever lose money unless it's something like that pair of pants I got to throw away because the zipper's busted. I don't usually lose money because I'm buying this stuff for like $1 or $2, you guys. So even if I put it up for $10, I'm still going to make my money back. But when I first started doing this, I was doing Goodwill sourcing. I wasn't doing thrift sourcing, and I definitely lost money. I mean, my very first thing, I bought some mole traps, which is the first thing I ever sold. But I also bought this popcorn bucket in that same trip, and it was like a glass microwave popcorn thing. I think I have a video on it somewhere on TikTok. I spent $12.99 on the popcorn thing. It was new at Tags, and I sold it for $9, and then I charged $5.99 for shipping, I think it was, or $6 for shipping, and it cost me like $14 to ship it because I had to wrap it and put it in a box. So yes, I lose money. I have ruined purses trying to clean them. I have ruined shirts trying to clean them. So I definitely lose out. But I'm not as worried about comping when I'm out and about because I'm trying to turn and burn. And I'm buying stuff for so cheap that even if I don't get what I'm hoping to get for it or quadruple my money, I'm still going to make that money back. So yeah, Vanessa, I'll hold this up again. Do you guys recognize, can anybody even read this? Does anybody know Italian? Because this is obviously in Italian. It says made in Italy, and then it's got a label I've never seen. You know what we'll do? Let me just put it on the floor here and see if I can even pull anything up like it. Does anybody know what that is? Vintage horse racing scarf. Is that what that is? 80 fines? Yeah, vintage. Thanks, Shauna Lynn. I'm glad that makes sense. It's backwards, so you can't see the words. Oh, yeah, it's backwards for you guys. Right. Okay, let me just go into Google Lens, and let's just even see if I can get anything. I mean, it's so old and unique. Let's see. Yes, it says it's an Italian scarf turban tee by Fabio di Leo di Siena. So it looks like the last one sold on Etsy for $30. So not bad for, I think I paid like 75 cents for this. I saw it, felt like quality. It looked old. So I was like, I got to get that. It's really cool. And it feels like silk. I don't know. I don't think, well, it might be. I don't know. No, it feels like it's got to be polyester. If it was silk, it would be more wrinkly. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it's polyester. I was like, nah, but look at this. Look at even the label. Everything is in like words I cannot speak because I do not speak Italian, unfortunately. That would be so cool if I did. Okay, next things I got. I only got these because of the time of year. It's Halloween, so I'm going to get these listed like ASAP. So this is, okay. All right, calling all nerds. If you're a nerd like me, you know what this is. Does anyone know what this is? Should we put it on? Does it smell funny? No, it smells clean. All right, ready? Does anybody know what this is? Anybody got any ideas? Last comps, $18.99 says Vanessa. Oh, on the scarf? Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, it looked like the one sold on Etsy for $35. So I may do more like 24. Try to split the difference. If I take 19, great. Ready? Do you know what this is? Do you know what it is? It's from a video game.
Power Rangers?
No, I'm doing it right now. It's Fortnite. Did anybody get it? One sold out Poshmark for 19. Okay, perfect. Thanks for doing that, you guys. Yeah, Gracious got it. Vanessa got it. Yes, we got a little Fortnite mask. This is probably $12 flip, but it was 50 cents. So gotta get it. I just need to get that listed like ASAP. And then I've got not one. Wait, honey, Justin, please. I have something I need you for really quickly. Are you here? Where are you? Are you inside? Come here. You have to just come here for a second. Just come here. Wait, you guys, just a second. Come here. Put this on. Ready? And then just peek your head around. But I'm not going to show you guys until he gets over here. Ready? All right. Get over here. Are you mildly dressed? He's in pajamas. Ready? I'm so happy right now. What do you guys think? How do we look? I'm so alone. Nothing feels like home. I'm so alone. Trying to get myself back home to you.
Oh my God, imagine having to do a live show.
It's Marshmallow, you guys. I'm so happy about this. I may keep this and make us marshmallow for Halloween. I'll put a bow on the top of mine and just keep the regular one on Justin. We may have to do that. I'll see what they comp for. But they're so cute. And I am a huge Marshmallow fan. So I was excited to see those. I knew right what that was immediately. Okay, a little drink of water. Next one. Have I missed any questions, comments, thoughts, ideas, guys? Have you seen the Corn Cob Couple? No, but I do know the greatest song ever. It's corn. It's a big lump with knobs. It's got the juice. It's got the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn. Does anybody know what I'm talking about out there? Well, look at this thing. When I tried it with butter, everything changed. Michelle! No, I have not seen that, Gracious. I'll have to look that up. Every time that I watch you, I think of the Chewbacca mask lady. Oh, I love that video. I want to be like that. That woman is like my spirit animal. Busting out the songs. I know. Coley, I put a song sticker in there for you guys, for the subscribers. It has to happen. You guys know I love just doing the songs. I never said it would be good singing. I did say it would be interesting, though. Okay, next thing we got is a Hot Tools flat iron. Do I know if it works? Absolutely not. I went to the weirdest. It's not passing the scent test, so I need to clean it. I went to the weirdest rummage sale today. So I purposefully made my route so I would end up as like the first person at this rummage sale, which was in our little town, in like our town square. And I was already a little sus about it, but I was like, these things go one of two ways. Either I get in there and it's like fire and it's all these people's like stuff that their kids are 40 now and they have boxes of stuff in the garage and they're selling it all for cheap. It either happens like that or I go and it's weird. So I get there and I walk in and there's a woman here. We're gonna do a little story time for 2 seconds. Woman here, woman here. I walk in and they both go, hi, nice to see you at the same time. And I'm like, hey, nice to see you too. And they're like, if you just follow around this path, it'll take you around to the different booths. I'm like, okay, there's instructions with this, but okay. So I go to the very first booth and all I did was like barely even touch a pair of shoes. And the lady goes, those are $10. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, they're not really right for me. And I'm looking and she's like, jeans are 15. Those are 20. I'm like, oh, it gonna be that kind of sale. Okay, I'm good. She's literally following me. Wait. She's like, no. She's like, oh, but here, is this your size? I think these would fit you. This will look really good on you. And I'm just like, ooh. Like my social anxiety, awkwardness. I was just like, excuse. I was like, I didn't know what to do. So then I see there's like some handmade stuff, which is cute, but I'm not there for that. There's some homemade delicacies. I'm not there for that. I go to this other booth and there's like a weird garage scent coming off of it. And the lady literally goes, "Hi, welcome. What can I do to help you?" And I'm like, absolutely nothing. So then I walk around and I get over to this area. There's these really cool, like, cowboy boot lamps. And had I been at my original beginning of sourcing, probably would have gotten these things to flip on Facebook Marketplace. But they're big and huge, and they would have taken on my card. And I was like, we'll leave those for someone else. They wanted like $15 a piece. So I was like, it's a $60 flip, not worth it. So I'm walking around, I see this flat iron. This is how this goes down. I got to show you because this is weird. So I pick the flat iron up, and all of a sudden, there's nobody there. Once I'm actually interested, I am in the middle of this room at this table. All these other people are just staring at me. Like it's like Stepford Wives or something, only without the fanciness. And so I'm like, excuse me, does anybody know how much this is? And this lady's like, I don't know, ask Beth. And Beth's like, I don't know, ask Deborah. And Deborah's like, I don't know, ask Sarah. And so they're going from person to person. And finally this lady goes, $2. And I was like, for $2, I will pay. I will pay $2 to get out of this weird, crazy rummage sale. So I go to get my $2 out, and this lady goes, so if you're paying in card, go to this lady. If you're paying cash, this lady. I'm like, I have cash because that's $2. So I go up to the lady, and she's right across from me. And I was like, hey, I'm getting this flat iron. She goes, okay. She's like, oh, there's no price tag on it. I was like, oh, we already went through the whole thing. She goes, She takes it and goes, I just need to see that for a second. And I was like, oh, excuse me? You need to see the flat iron I'm purchasing? So she grabs it and she's looking at it and she goes, my daughter wants one of these things. And I'm like, are you going to try to take the thing I'm purchasing at your rummage sale, Mrs. I work at the front and take the cash? And so I was like, oh yeah, I'm excited to see if it works. And like, I have short hair. I'm not like, oh yeah, I can't wait to get my hair flat ironed. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see if it works. She goes, these are pretty expensive. And I said, well, the lady said it was going to be $2. And she goes, oh yeah, you said that. All right. Well, I guess I just have to trust you. I was like, what? Excuse me, you have to trust me? It's a $2 flat iron. Like, what is going on? So I'm like, okay, great. So I handed the $2. And then I see this guy on the way out. And he's like, got some good stuff. Get in my car, and I wanted to go so bad. I got in the car. I literally turned on my music. I turned on like loud dubstep or punk, and it brings me comfort. I know it's weird, but I put that on. I blasted the AC, and I peeled out of that stinking parking lot so fast. So this stinking Hot Tools flat iron better work. If it doesn't work, then it's gonna just be icing on the cake for the world's most ridiculous rummage sale of all time. Moving right along. Okay, moving on to our next bag here. Hustle, it totally was. How may we help you? We are here to serve. My daughter's been wanting one of these. I was like, that lady's trying to snatch my flat iron. It's as bad as the Karen that took that hat out of my hand, the free hat a couple weeks ago. What is going on out in the world, you guys? What's going on with people? Did you hear that? Right? Did you hear the banjo? And I was like, ding, 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 ding. That's exactly what it was. It was serious. That's happened to me at a thrift store. A purse they thought shouldn't be marked that low. Saw a crazy post, you guys. Did you guys see this? I can't remember if it was on TikTok or if it was somewhere else. Woman goes into Goodwill, finds a Coach bag and wallet for like $15 or something, is so excited to get this. I don't know if it was a reseller or if it was just somebody excited to get it. Goes up to the front, goes to ring out, and the person goes, I'll be right back. And goes in the back and comes back and says, I'm sorry, this isn't supposed to be sold in store. We're going to be selling this online. Literally said that. So, needless to say, I have not had that happen, but she did almost try to take my $2 flat iron. Lots of craziness is going on there. Okay, next thing we've got here is, and I have no idea what this is. I am assuming this is like Cal State Who knows what this is? Because we're about to come across some more merchandise of it. Ladies at the sale, there was no comping while I was there. This was $2. But what got me excited is it's an XXL Nike, but it is also a very old looking tag. So this is a Nike Dry Fit, but look at that tag. That seems old to me. Let's see if we got an inside tag on this one. Oh, we do. Okay. Let's see. 09, baby. 09, baby. We got a Y2K, kids. We got a Y2K. We got a Y2K. We got a Y2K. Oh, all right. Nike. Big, huge. What is Cal? What is this, guys? What is this? California something. Is this like a basketball team? Did you ask them, how does that sound? Oh, gracious, you know I did. I did. How does that sound all day? So if I bundled all this together, would you be willing to give me a discount? I was hoping to get a couple dollars off. How does that sound? Every time, baby. Hey, Mike, mine was a Mario Valentino, and they thought it was the Valentino, so they would have sent it to me. I love it. We didn't know you could sing and dance. Oh, Coley, I'm full of all sorts of surprises. All right, who is this, guys? I need to know. What is this? What is Cal? It's California something. Will you show me where to look for the date? Yeah, so all Nike stuff is inside. If you look at the front, it's always the inside bottom right. You always just flip up this tag here, and then it'll say right down here on the bottom. If you're on YouTube here, or Tubies, put that up there. So on this, it says FA09, which means this was released in fall of 2009. California Golden Bears, I'm pretty sure, said Leslie. Okay, all right. Blended, what is up? What do you guys guess for this for a comp? I have no idea. This one I have no idea because this is I've never heard of California Bears before. 2XL 09 Nike. Anybody want to comp that? Any guesses? It's in really good condition. Passes the test. Zipper works great. Boom. I have no idea, but I know I spent like a couple bucks on it. All right. Next thing we've got here is a hoodie. This is a FMF. I have no idea what that is. Flying Machine Factory, but I got it because that is a sick front. Like it's got that like on purpose, like distorted look. It's got a little tag down here at the bottom. I don't know if this is a good brand or not. All I know is it's a 2XL. You put a hoodie in front of me that's in this good a shape and it's a 2XL for $2, I am buying it every single time. I don't care what brand this is. This size sells for me every single time. Leslie, 40 bucks on that California, that Cal one. Dude, love it. I bought the cheapest Coach purse I've ever found last night and almost gave. Oh, woo, Jennifer. Mike says I was at a yard sale and bought at least 45 different pieces of clothing for 65 bucks. Boom. Mike, that is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. All right. So I have no idea what this is worth, but it's definitely worth more than $2. Okay. Next one we've got here is another giant sweatshirt. This is a sick one too. So this is a Billabong, but it's got like this 3D look to it. And this is all embroidered. I'm not kidding. This whole thing is embroidered. It is in outrageously good condition. It's got the Billabong at the back again, and it feels older to me. I mean, this feels like an older Billabong for sure. Let's see if there is a date stamp on this one. We're going to find out here real quick. Let's take a look here. Oh, I can tell it's old too. So when you see these care tags, you'll see this exact same care tag on Y2K Polo Ralph Lauren. You'll see it. It'll look just like this. I'm going to hold it up. If you see a care tag that looks like this and it's woven, these look, like I said, the Polo Ralph Lauren's always start with machine wash is what it says up here. I've looked at so many of them. I have that memorized. But when you see a tag like that, you'll just know that it's older. They don't do those like that anymore. It would be a paper tag. So this is definitely a Y2K Billabong. I can also tell by this tag, the beefiness of this tag is crazy. Like it's in really good condition. And this is a giant one. Yeah, we got 2XL. Look at how big this, and the hood is huge. Look at that hood. This is my baddie. Look at that hood. So this is a sick, I mean, this is probably a $60 sweatshirt all day, I would guess, in that condition because it literally feels brand new. All right, moving on to some Gorp Core here. Y'all know I love my Gorp Core. Yeah, what else did you guys get today? Who got what? Sweet Briar says, I recently got a, $50 MK person found. Dang, with a Tiffany diamond necklace in the pocket. That is a cha-ching. Bam, dude, that beats the petrified cough drop we found last week in that jacket of mine. What genre do you billabong in? Skate, 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 streetwear, street style, skate. That is what that. I'll also do surfer, but in that size too, loose and baggy because it's a loose and baggy aesthetic. That is amazing. I want to say you love Star Wars. What would ever make you feel like that was a true statement? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, let's get out. You guys want to see some Gorp Core? All right. First thing we've got here is a pair of 511 Tacticals. Cannot keep these in my store. These sell so fast. Super stoked to find the men's. I had put out into the universe, guys, we just talked about this yesterday on the live. I sold like 3 pairs of the 511 women's tacticals. They don't go for as much, and they were size like 4s, and they were smaller. So I only got like $20 a piece on these. We will definitely get more for these. Not only are they the 511, but they're the 511 with the braided belt back. These are total Gorp Core, total tactical, military style, and in absolutely crazy condition. And the size on these is fire. This is at 40-34. You give me a size 40 waist, 34 all day, every day, I will sell that, baby. Those are money, 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 money. Those are fantastic. And they're literally like brand new. Next pair we've got here is a pair of Columbias. I don't always pick up Columbia stuff, but if it's a pair of pants and it's Gorp Core and it costs me $1.75, then I am definitely picking these up. They have a stretch waist. These are a PFG. So even though fishing season's kind of past, these still will fetch a great price. These also have the removable legs. So they're the convertible kind. I've sold these before. I think the last time I sold these, I got $65 for them. I don't know what I'll get now, but they are in a bigger size, which is great too. These are a 2XL, which is fantastic. That is like, that's amazing. And it still even has the extra buttons with it and everything. So yeah, these are great. Gorp Core, Gorp outside utility conversion. I got 2 new with tag 511 tactical pants. Yeah, dude, new with tag tactical. That's not messing around. That's some money. All clothes were new with tags. Dude, Mike, you scored hardcore today. You guys got some good stuff. I'm proud of you. That's awesome. I want every single person in this live and everyone not in this live to succeed because y'all deserve it. All right, next thing we've got here is a pair of Blackhawk Warrior pants. These are definitely a Gorp Core, and they feel older to me. Let's see, do these have a date stamp on them? These feel old. What are these? Do we have a date? Yeah, 2010. I knew it. I was like, these just have a meat to them. So they probably don't even make this kind anymore. These are also conversion pants. They have the heavy waist to keep the waist up. That's what these are for. Whenever you see these kind of pants that have that double elastic, these are called a non-slip waistband. You'll see this on golf shorts sometimes. It'll have like a rubber kind of feeling to it there. And these are good. These are money. That's a good pair. That's a very good pair. They're very heavy. Had to Google what Gorp Core is. Yeah, absolutely. I did too before I started doing this. Fishing is year-round in some places, yeah. And it's hot, guys. It's hot and sweaty here in Texas. It was 91 today when I was garage sailing. So people down here buy this stuff all year round, baby. All right, next pair we've got same exact pair. So we got 2 pairs. One are bigger, one are smaller. That last pair I think was like a 40 waist. These are a 42. So I will probably double these up. If these wind up measuring out to being the same size, I will probably do 2 for 1, just so I don't have to do an extra listing. Time is money. If I can bundle stuff up, I will bundle it all day, baby. Especially because these 2 pair of pants cost me a total of $1.75, or I think these are 2 each. So $4 total for those. I mean, that's just money in the bag. All right. Little pair of Vans, bread and butters. They're a smaller size. They are a men's 5, but I'm going to throw these in the washing machine. They got some yucky goobs on them. These are going to go in the washing machine. Probably get, I don't know, close to $20 for these. In this size, probably settle for like 16. But Vans are like Vans and Converse. Like they just sell for me. They're so easy and they can go straight in the washing machine. And then I just take a little acetone and a rag, wipe around the outside. Don't touch the label on the back, but wipe around the white part, and they always turn out perfect. We had our fair this week. We just got back from Great Wolf. Ooh, Great Wolf Lodge. I never went to that. I always thought about going. We had something, ours was a little far away where I used to live. We had a place called Wild Waves that we used to go to. I have some Proper tactical pants. Oh yeah, Proper's great. I sell a lot of Proper. If you guys can find, when you're looking at military stuff, if you see that it's made by Proper, that stuff sells really well too. Okay, let's move on here. All right, next thing we've got here is some more shoes. We got our cowboy boots. You know I'm in Texas, so I got to pick up cowboy boots. These are a little pair of, I think these are a vintage pair. These are Old Wests. Okay, these are Old Wests. So nice little pair of cowboy boots. They just need a little scrubbing on the bottom. They got a little bit of scuffy here on the top, but these will probably still fetch, I don't know, maybe $50, somewhere right in there. I got these for $5. So that's a good deal. I could be off on that. I don't know Old West comps as well as some of the other brands. These ones here, they wanted $10 for. I got them for $6. And these are, I think these are Justin's. Are these Justin's? No, these are Rio Grandes or Rancho Grandes. Okay, these are Rancho Grandes. So these are really nice boots. These actually, I'm going to comp these real quick here because I think that's got to be like $100 pair of boots in that size. Let's take a look here. I'm still learning when it comes to cowboy boots. I watch, a lot of Spencer out west. If you guys don't follow her, make sure you do. And also Laura from Wild and Almost Free. Those girls pick up cowboy boots all the time. It looks like about $100. So that's about what I was thinking. So that's great. And these are still in really, really great condition. And these are a bigger size too, I believe. So yeah, those are great. These are made in Mexico ones too. So good condition. Got those for $5 as well. All right, moving on. Next thing, another bag, and then we'll do some hard goods. Yeah, boots sell well. Shauna Lynn, I agree. Western's so hot right now too. Every time I say that, I always think of Mugatu from Zoolander. That's like, oh, that Hansel's so hot right now. Every time I say that, I think of that. If anybody knows what I'm talking about. I have a pair of Tony Llama pair. I can't sell. Michelle, it could be your pictures, could be your trigger words and your descriptions as well. Cowboy boots, you really have to get like that cowboy, rodeo, Western style, ranch, farm, oh gosh, what else? Workwear. There's just so many different trigger words you got to put in there because otherwise you're just competing with so many cowboy boots. Let's see. Any I have listed sale. Yeah, I found some Lucchese lizard boots for $15. Dude, that's fire. Oh, speaking of that, I got a pair of alligator shoes. I need to delist those and relist those. Yeah, Western boots are fire. Yeehaw, yeah, baby. Yeah, Michelle, if you go into, I may not even have any more boots for sale. I just literally can't keep cowboy boots in my store. But if you can go into any of my Western wear on eBay, just type in like Pearl Stab shirt or Western wear and NiceComps on eBay. Look down into my descriptions and look at down below. You'll see a bunch of the keywords and trigger words I use for all Western stuff. Okay, next thing we've got here is a Texas. We got a Nike dry fit little 3/4 zip. These always sell well for me. I've sold like 3 of these. I just, being in Texas, I used to find Seattle Mariner stuff. Now I find Texas stuff. And let's take a look at the age of this because I feel like this is a little bit older. Yeah, so this is a 2011 as well. So we are just right after Y2K. We're like post Y2K 3/4 zip. Like I said, I think I've sold 3 of these. So it's just something I find nice bread and butter. Next one is a Ping. The reason I got this one is you probably can't see it on the live, but it is totally breathable. so I can actually see the screen right now where you guys are at. It's got the reinforced top zip area. These are a great thing for this time of year for guys that are trying to go out golfing and stuff like that. They're not ready for like a super heavy kind of more jacket thing. They want something that's just lightweight that they can go outside in. This ping is also good for any sportswear, gym, outdoor, running, hiking, any of that. It just sells, and of course that all has to do with trigger words as well. Okay, next thing we've got here is a pair of what are these? This is a Perry Ellis, and these feel old too. We have a lot of Y2K. We got more Y2K stuff than I realized today. I don't even know if these are so old. These aren't even dated. So I have a feeling these are not that old. I don't think these are that old. I think these are like a 2016. So I think these are like a 2016 Perry Ellis, but I got them because of the size of them. They're a super bigger size, which just helps to sell preppy, norm core, classic core, dad core, dad bod, prep, preppy style, prep, every day, like that. These kind of jeans just sell for me because of all those trigger words. And I usually don't ask like a super big price for them. It's just a quick, easy flip. All right, next thing here. Oh, by the way, I did run into somebody with a ton of Nike or a ton of Levi's today, and I started getting all excited because you guys know I love selling Levi's, and they just wanted too much for them. I guess they also sell part-time at the swap meet here in town, which is always, in my opinion, a bit overpriced. So they wanted which if I was going to buy them for myself and wear them, it was reasonable. But they wanted like $7 to $8 a pair, and that's just not going to meet my 3 or 4 time threshold of what I could sell them for. So unfortunately, otherwise, I could have literally picked up like 20 pairs today. So then I tried to do my let's make a deal. If I get a whole bunch, would you give me a discount? And they're like, oh, maybe a few dollars, but we really like to sell at the flea market. They weren't budging, so I just moved on. There's no point in pressing the issue. She could have sold $100 worth of Levi's today, but she wanted to get what she wanted to get for it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, this little pair of Old Navies. I got these because they are loose and baggy. They're actually called the loose and baggy Old Navies. They have a really nice stone wash to them. These things are larger as well, and they feel a little bit older again. They feel a little older again, guys. Yeah, I did get a lot of Y2K stuff. Way more than I thought. Do I see a date on here? I don't know. The tag's pretty faded. But they're a 38, 34. What I'll do is, I'll just show you guys live. So this is what I do when I have like a tag that's like too worn for me to really see what the date is on them. Is I will take my Google Lens, I'll go in, and I'll just pull up that tag. And then what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the descriptions on other people's listings. I'm looking to see if I see any Y2K words, if I see any vintage, because normally if it is, it'll say in the listing. Wow, yeah, it's not even pulling up many of those at all. So I got a feeling they're a little bit older. I get that sneaking suspicion. Not crazy old, but I would say probably like 2016-ish. So like technically modern, but I mean, it's 2016 really modern. Noah's best grandma, I have so many questions. Yes, ask them, please. If I missed any, I apologize. Nurse is here. Nurse, good to see you. How is Nurse today? Was Nurse working today? What was Nurse doing today? Okay, so these are clean. Go in there. And got one more pair in here. This is another pair of Columbia. So these are the Columbia Titaniums. These have that exact same zip thing there, and in crazy, insane condition. So I got these for I think I paid like $2 I think for the Columbias. I think it was 2 or maybe 3. I feel like it was 2 though. We kind of did a let's make a deal. I got a whole bunch of stuff from this one sale, and she added all of it up, everything up, and it was like $96 or something. And I was like, I'm not paying $96. So she gave me everything for $60. So I got like basically like $36 off, which makes it so that everything was a better price, because otherwise I'm not paying, $4 or $5 for a pair of pants. I'm just not. I know that that's still a good deal, but that's just not. I'm a holler for a dollar girl. I'm great. I'm off. Gonna list. Yeah, nurse, list it up, baby. Katie says, nice shirt. Are you talking about the No Effects one? Okay. All right. Next thing I got here, total random pickup. Totally something I've never picked up in my life. So this is a brand new marine Phantom Aquatics wetsuit. They wanted $5 for it. I got it for $3. And I have no idea what this is worth, if it's even worth anything. So shall we find out together? Because I have no idea. The people were literally standing right there, so there was no comping this. And a lot of times for $3 or something, like, I'm just going to risk it. There's no way I'm not going to make $3, make $3 back on this. This is brand new. Okay, looks like, let me put in the brand. So we got Phantom. Is that what it was? Phantom Aquatics, I think. Yeah, so it looks like these go for around $50. So great. Perfect. And this has never been put on. This has literally never been put on. Let's take a look inside. Yeah, this has never even been put on. This probably had the tags on it. They took it off. I mean, like, everything's still shiny. It's flawless. And it looks like a really good size too. So that's a nice little flip there for $3. Can't snooze on that. And let me get that out of the way here. Okay, moving on. Let's do a couple more hard goods things. So I don't buy usually toy stuff, but we're going in fourth quarter. This is a Marvel Champions. It's sealed. I got it for $3. Let's find out if it's worth anything. It's got the sticker on the back of it. It says it originally was $70. So I don't even know, but because it's new in package, for that price, I'm just going to get it. So let me take the UPC and go into eBay and see if this is one of those things, guys. We're about to gamble. This is either something with good sale through rate or not. Okay, so what do we got here? 35 plus shipping, 55 free shipping, 45 plus $12 shipping. So we got 67 of them. We're going to see if any of them have even sold. Let's take a look here. So, oh yeah, wow. Okay, that's a great sell-through rate. So there's 67 of them available and 40 of them have sold. So that is literally like what, an almost 80% sell-through rate. So yeah, that was a good pickup for $3. So this is going to be such an easy, fast list too, because it's still new in the box. I can just put it up. I can piggyback off of someone else's listing and just get it up there, beat everybody out by a couple bucks, and get it out of the store. So that's awesome. All right. Well, that was a good buy, guys. Every once in a while, I'm leery. Okay. This next one is I don't know. This next one is a 100%, I don't know. So this was at one of the last sales I went to. Sometimes I get a little goofy and a little silly towards the end, and I'll buy like a couple weird random things. Just kind of rounding the day out. Do you always use Google Lens? Yeah, that's what I use for everything. Do you think that'll be hard to ship? Katie, are you talking about the wetsuit or are you talking about that game? Flippin' says 35. Yeah, I mean, that was a great flip too, right, nurse? I mean, for $3, can't go wrong with that. You're bringing out some good stuff now. I'm hard goods, guys. I'm bringing out some hard goods. I'm bringing out the hard goods. Yeah, you scan the barcode. So on Shauna, for anything that's got a UPC, if you go into eBay here and you go to the very top here, you can click on the little camera and it'll bring up where you can just take and hold it over a barcode. And that's how I comp anything that's got a barcode. If it doesn't have a barcode, then I got to use Google Lens. The wetsuit, no, I don't think it'll be hard to ship. What I'll do is I'll fold it in half, but I'll put a little foam in between so they don't rub on each other. And then I'll probably foam wrap the outside and then put it in a poly bag. Michelle said froze. I don't know if it, I'm not sure. It doesn't look frozen to me, but who knows? Could be. They put a little restriction on there for some reason because they probably said something they don't like. Okay, so guys, we did a gamble thing. I don't know if this is going to pay off. This is going to be a weird one, so I need my hard goods friends. But I found this at a garage sale. So all of this was $5 for the total. So I was like, you know what? For $5, I'll risk it for the biscuit. So I saw this box here, and it's an Emerson 2-screen car DVD player. Now, I know these aren't as relevant now, but people still like this kind of stuff. For $5, I was like, great. Wait, did I give her 5? I may have talked her down to $3 actually when I think about it. Anyways, we'll just say $5 just because that makes it easy. So what this came with is I got one cord. Who knows if that's what works. Justin, what happens with this is I'll go into his office and I just set it down on his desk and I go, make it worky. And he's like, oh boy, wife's bringing electronics because this is not my strong suit. So it came with one screen, and they're all pretty good condition. It's like I said, it still got the box. And then it came with this additional screen here. And then also this, but this is something totally different. So this is like it says Polaroid. I don't know what this is, guys. DVD video player. I mean, this is like this is like an old school thing. I'm assuming. I don't even know what this is. Like, I have no idea. It needs cords though. Worth anything? Who knows? I basically got it for free. Oh yeah, and this comes with a remote too. So that's cool. Vanessa said those should be good. Portable DVD player. I don't even know. So what the DVD goes in this thing? Is that what happens? Oh my gosh, guys. I never we might have had one of these back in the day. Oh yeah, so got it. So you put the disc in there, DVD, video, and then this screen turns too, which is kind of cool. I don't know if it's worth anything, but it's something. Travel TV for the car. Yeah, so that's what this one is, the Emerson, which originally came in this box. That Polaroid thing is something totally different. And then she's like, here's another bag of stuff. So she just gave me this, and I don't even know what's in here. So what do we have? Oh, it's another one. Okay, so it's another portable Polaroid thing. Oh yeah, so this one also does the swivelly thing, and then plays DVDs. So I don't know, man. People use those before TVs had the TVs. Oh, like in the car. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. No more saying the word. Is it a no word? Okay, all right. Thank you, Thrifty. That could be why I got the little restriction. I had a date night with one of those back in the day. Oh, Arizona. I love that. Yeah, so I got this one here with the remote, and then the whole Emerson like 2-screen thing. Plus there's more stuff in here. I don't know what's in here. Let's find out. What are these? These look like cases. Oh, okay. So there's a case for the dark one and then a case for the pink one. This must be so you can like carry it around. So I'll probably just include those in with that item. So that's cool. Oh, and look at this too. That came with still has a remote, which I mean, this is nuts, you guys. That's remarkable. And it's got the lighter-y plug-in things too. So $5 for all of that. Or 3. I might have actually paid 3. I really do think I may have paid 3. So we're gonna put those 2 ones in here, and then with the remote, and then we'll put this one back in the box here. And obviously Justin's got to try all this out. I don't know what works. That man has 874,000 cords. I'm convinced that 20 feet of our 26-foot trailer when we moved down here was cords. So I'm sure he'll have cords to get it. So, probably seat cases to hold them on. Smart. Sweetbriar, that's what it is. 20 to 25 if they work and are complete for a single screen. Oh, wow, that's great. Those attached to the headrest on the car, they were organized. Yeah, and then what about this thing? Is this worth anything? I mean, I don't know. Do people still use these? My husband is the same cords for days. Yeah, it's a thing. I'm telling you. Although I will say this, he is right, because he has helped me find cords for stuff a million times. So he's got some sort of method to it. Yeah, okay. So I'm assuming those are probably good. And I'm glad we risky biscuits on that. Okay, next thing, total random buy. I told you guys, I get a little weird at the end of the day. They wanted $4 for this. I gave her 2. I have no idea if this is worth anything. It's not heavy. So that's why I got it. Are you guys ready for the most random thing I've ever picked up? This is really random. All right. It is a heavy duty plastic trimmer, but I got it because look at this. Made in the USA. I mean, this thing is old and it is in crazy good condition. I'm hesitant to pull it out because I have been known to accidentally nick there. So I'm going to be careful. It's not something I'm going to keep because that's just a E to the R visit all day for me. But I figure it's not heavy. It literally weighs probably like 3.5 pounds, maybe. And it's got to be worth something, right? Boston is a good brand, says Katie. I've been looking for one of those forever. I never find them here. Well, Jen, guess what? I got one. If you're interested, I'll give you a great deal. I picked up a miniature version of this LOL for keeps. I love it. Looks like a teacher thing. Coley, it does. This is something that Riz would have. This is a Riz Rise item. I know she's not a teacher, but in my mind, I pretend that she is a 4th grade teacher. Katie, thanks for the hearts, you guys, by the way, too. Oh my gosh. Whoa, we're at 14,000 almost. Holy smokes. All right. So for a couple bucks, we decided to go with that. But wait, there's more. All right. What do we got next? Next thing we've got here, I told you we were running into more of this stuff. So this is another one of those what did we say? California Bears, someone was thinking. It's an Under Armour. It's in really good condition too. There's like no pulls or anything on it. And sports stuff just always sells for me. I never have a problem selling it. I don't see a date on this one. Probably I don't know, maybe like a $20 flip, something right in there would be my guess on that one. Okay, next up we've got here. Oops, something just poked me. What was that? Something poked me. I don't know. Another pair of, I felt it again. Where is it? Ow. Oh, they're pins. They were going to sew these up. I'm going to take these out right now because otherwise I am literally, I'm going to put them right in here in my little holder. I will probably put that through my foot in the listing room, and we don't want to do that. So we're just going to bring those back. Obviously, somebody was thinking of hemming them or something, but they never did, fortunately. So another pair of 511s, 4034s all day, baby. I can't, like I said, I can't keep 511 in my store. So when you see 511 Tactical out in the wild, grab that Gorp Core. Another pair of 511 Tacticals. I mean, these are like $35 or $40 pants. So cool to be able to find these. Of course, it depends on how many net size are out and blah, blah, blah. There's a million factors. But that would be about what my guess is on those because they're really expensive new. Okay, next we have a vintage Ralph Lauren. This is the big shirts. I love selling these. These are one of my top sellers. Anything that's got cabin core, lumberjack, cabin in the woods, cozy, holiday, any of that kind of stuff sells for me. This has red and green on it, so it'll also get Christmas, holiday party, work party, all of that kind of stuff. And let's see if we've got a date on this. It's definitely Y2K. We may or may not. Let's see. Nope, don't see it. But I can just tell by how old that label is. And this is a 2XL. Made in the Philippines, probably a 2009. 2009 to 2012, I would say. I'm literally guessing, but I'm usually pretty on the spot with that. All right, did I miss anything? $20, $25 for that brand. Oh, good. Perfect. I like that. 63 listed, 27 sold, baby. Is that for the what do you call it, paper cutter? Is that what we were talking about, Brian? Is that 27 of those things sold? Wow. Is there a difference between cabin core and cottage core? Yes. Cabin core is lumberjack, cozy woods, snow falling, hot guy with the little beanie hat, ready to like chop wood for you and then make you a hot cocoa. I know all the girls in here are like, maybe some of the guys are like, all right. Cottage core is sweet, cute, prairie, flowers, buttoned up shirt all the way to the top. Not not pink coquette style, but like a soft, nice, conservative 1985 teacher's corduroy dress. Hope that makes sense. Hey, Lisa, thanks for the follow. All right, next thing we've got here is definitely a Y2K. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren. I sell these all day, every day. 2XL. What's so great about finding these is I have so many of them on my store, and I've sold so many of them. All I have to go into is my solds. I go into sell similar, and it's like everything's already listed. It's so easy for me to sell these all day. So this is what I was talking about the Ralph Lauren tags. They always start with the machine wash wear. When you see that machine wash wear tag on a Ralph Lauren and it's got the double up, meaning that it's got the hole in the center, you can be guaranteed it's a Y2K. They stopped doing that after Y2K. You can also tell just by that label there. So this is probably after I wheel and deal, probably 20 bucks. Maybe 18, depends on how many there is in the red, white, and blue. If we were closer to 4th of July, because that's red, white, and blue, although I'm going to be able to tag political, election, I'll be able to put all that in there too, because of red, white, and blue. All right, get into the tub. But wait, there's more. So like I said, we did 31 garage sales today, spent a total of $195. I mean, we obviously are making way above that back. Okay, so I think some of this stuff is thrift store and some's not. So I've only been to my thrift store in town here 4 times in the last year. I decided to stop by today just because we've been talking about it. Okay, all right, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little bit competitive. My husband's laughing. I'm a little bit competitive. And so I saw that somebody had gone to my local little thrifty place and had said, oh, there wasn't anything in it. They only got like 3 things. They don't know who I am. They have no idea that I even saw the video. It was just a random person on a TT or IG or something. And I was like, wait, I know that thrift store. I think we just talked about this yesterday. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to stop in there because he didn't buy any shoes or anything. And I always buy shoes there because that's what's most like the most affordable thing. So I wanted to go in. I feel like I won. So I'm happy. A terrible thing to admit. All right. Anyways, first thing I found there when I just saw it from a distance and I was like, that's a no-brainer. So this is a vintage Play Hut sleeping bag, Cinderella. Let's see, I'm gonna move this. Let's move this over so we can see here. All right. So a little vintagey Cinderella sleeping bag. It's in really good condition, very lightly used. I did notice there's one tiny speck there. There's a tiny speck there. Couple little tiny spots. But for something that's this old to be in this good condition is great. And it has, most importantly, it's got the Disney tag on it. So I'm able to say that it's Disney. I don't have to, do like the working around situation of that. Not dated, but I mean, this is definitely like late 90s, probably more early 2000s. This is probably like a 2003-ish, I would say. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know sleeping bags well enough. I could be totally making that up, but who knows? Okay, so that was the first thing I saw. And then I saw a couple other things. This one was, what do we pay for this? $4. I kind of want to keep this. So I think I actually may have got, oh, wait, I have a little bit of that too, don't I? Oh my gosh, you guys. I kind of want to keep this because this is insane. I love this shirt so much. You guys, look at this freaking shirt. Dude, the graphics are literally perfect on this. Michelle says it's you. I know, it's so cool. Hot and flaming hot rod racing. So I think I'm going to keep this because I could get probably like, I don't know, maybe like $15 or something. It's not vintage. If it was vintage, I'd probably sell it, but it's newer. And let's see if we have a date on here. I don't think there's a date on it even. So I just saw it and I was like, dude, I think I need to keep that. So what do you guys think? Should I? Kool-Aid says, please keep it. I mean, it makes me so happy. Like, yeah, I got to keep it. We got to get a treat for ourselves, right? I'm keeping it. You guys talked me into it. I was like, I'm going to get on there. And everyone's going to be like, no, you just make the money. I'm like, dude, I kind of want to keep it though. It's one of those things where I'll list it and then I'll just obsess about the fact that it's in the store. And then someone will send me a lowball offer and I'll be like, what? Excuse me. I'm just going to take it out of my store and wear it anyways. So there. That's how that would happen. It's like a reward. Tina, thank you. Thank you, Tina. Tina's like, I'm giving you permission. I mean, you did pay for it. That is true. I did pay for it. Okay, next thing I saw there was a little pair of Chelsea boots. But the reason I got them is just this fringe is like, this stuff just sells so well. Anything with that fringe look is just, that's an easy flip for me. These will probably sell on Poshmark. They're a brand called Not Rated. They're nothing crazy fancy, but they are definitely, I would say that it is, I mean, this got to be like a nubuck. It feels like a nubuck is what I would think. I don't think that they're suede, but maybe, I'm not sure. But they are just so, look at how cute these are. And they have like the little tassels. They're in really good condition. They're like, when you walk too, they're going to be like, those are so cool. Like, these are super cute. And let's see, they always write their price on the bottom, so we got to get that off. $4. I mean, $4. Can't snooze on those. That is such a good deal. And why not? Those are gonna be so cute. Can you just see these with like a little, like a longer skirt, or maybe even like a pair of like short shorts, or like kind of a flowy dress, and then these are just peeking out the bottom. I can totally see that. I can totally see the aesthetic on that. And what's cool about those is I can use all the boho triggers. I can use all the Western trigger words. It'll fit a couple different motifs. It'll also fit like a retro theme, Woodstock theme, all that kind of stuff as well. I just sold those for $4. I hope they do better for you. They sat for a year at $15. Oh no, Kool-Aid. So for me with this kind of stuff, when I get something where I know it's going to sell in my mind, it's never going to sell because of the brand. It's going to sell because of my descriptive words. So for me, 50% of the stuff that I sell, the reason I sell it is because of all those trigger words that are in there and just like what I'm putting in the description so that the SEO can find that. Because for something like that, they're not name brand. So it has to be about the aesthetic. It's not about the brand on that one. Festival wear, country concert. Oh, country concert. Tina knows on the nose on that one. Thank you. Yes, I'm taking notes all day. You're amazing. Oh, thank you, Kool-Aid. Yeah. I had to learn that with the aesthetic situation because I'd find a shirt and I'd be like, dude, this thing is fire. Why is it not selling? I had a Vans Off the Wall t-shirt that has sold now because I put descriptive words in it, but it was this sick, like gray. It had a sunset. It had a gradient down. It was totally like a late Y2K, early modern, baggy, flawless. It was such a cool t-shirt. And it just wouldn't sell. It sat in my store for a year. And I was like, I didn't get it. Once I started figuring out about the descriptive keywords and started thinking about it as an SEO and thinking what the search engine's looking for, thinking about what someone's typing, then I was able, now stuff just flies out like that. So I don't even really care what brand something is anymore. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I really don't care. I mean, brands sell. I'm not going to discount that. Brands sell. But aesthetically, I can sell just as much stuff aesthetically as I can brand driven. That's so weird, right? Okay, here's another thing. I don't buy shirts and pants there usually because they want way too much. I paid up just a little bit for these. So I paid $8 for these. But the reason I paid up for them is this is a pair of Dickies, new with tags. This is dead stock. And how I know it's dead stock is look at this tag. This tag, they are selling these Dickies for $13.99. When was the last time that you saw a pair of pants this big, a quality brand, sell for $13.99? No, that just doesn't happen. So yeah, so I think we'll probably get maybe with the right trigger words, waiting for the right buyer, probably $30 off of these, maybe a little bit more, depends on how many there are for sale. So that is an older Dickies. Let me see if I can date stamp that. Let's take a look here. What are these? Dickies is so weird because it's like sometimes they'll have it on there and sometimes they won't. Yeah, I don't see it on here, but they're made in Mexico, so they're definitely a Y2K. Like, yeah. So I have to investigate more though. I mean, I don't know. I could be totally off on those. We'll see. No, they're not FR. If they were FR, I'd be freaking out even more. That's for sure. But I figure if I pay $8 for them and they sell for anywhere between 30 to 40, new with tags, stuff like that, I don't mind paying just a tiny bit more with new with tags because I don't have to go crazy in the explanations. It's such an easy list, and especially with men's clothes, because if a guy is looking for a pair of brand new Dickies 4032s and he just types that up, those pop it up. I don't have to like deal with like the has a tiny spot, maybe slightly, washed. I just know they're going to sell. I don't have to worry about it. So new with tag stuff, I don't mind paying a little bit extra. All right, what do we got next here? All right, next thing we've got, okay, so this is a little sale I went to. These are the ones I get excited about. All right, you pull up to a house that's been there for a little while. Now, in the area that I'm in Texas, it is the third fastest growing area in the United States right now. So there's a lot of new homes. Those garage sales aren't really good for stuff because people have already gotten rid of stuff, right? So my favorite ones to go to are the communities that have some of the older homes there that have been around for 15 years or so, because I know this stuff's been sitting in the garage, and I know that people have gone to college, and I know that their kids have grown up, and I know that they want to sell these clothes that have been sitting in their garage forever. So I roll up, I see this like grandma, she's probably 70 years old, cute as a button. And she's like, welcome to the garage sale. This table's 25 cents. This table's 50 cents. I start getting real excited when I see 25-cent tables. And so I saw a couple things. Now, not all of this is Y2K, but all of this, guys, was 25 cents a piece. So it's like I couldn't say no, right? Katie, all right, got to bounce. Smoochy Boochies. Bye, Katie. Thanks for coming in. FR is flame resistant. So people like linemen, firefighter-y, think that kind of stuff. Okay, so this is a shirt. Again, I didn't buy it necessarily because the brand, but this thing is fine on the front. But look at this sick back, dude. It's so lit. It's got like a panther on the back. This is not broken up graphics. It's meant to look like this. So this is not a super old one. This is a, let's see, is it a VLA? What is this? A CVLA. I thought it was an RV for a second, but it's not. So this is a little Depop item. What I love about these kind of shirts is normally what will happen is a guy will go in, buy like 3 shirts because he gets free shipping. I will bounce these up $2 higher than I want. He'll pay $2 extra, $2 extra, $2 extra, which is $6 extra. It'll cover the cost of me shipping 3 shirts. And boom, he gets free shipping. He thinks he gets free shipping. He gets free shipping. But because I padded my prices a little bit, it's not dipping into my profits. Yeah, you're welcome, Michelle. All right, so that's a little t-shirt, a little easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Next one we've got here. I just sold another one of these. So it's a little Metallica. This is just a screen print. This is nothing fancy. This is probably a $10 t-shirt. However, anything Metallica or rock or anything like that just always sells for me. 25 cents. I got it for 25 cents. So can't go wrong with that. The next thing I saw, this one is a little bit older, not old. I would say this is probably like a 2016, 2015. So this is a little orange crush shirt. It's a little Fruit of the Loom tag. It is paper, which automatically tells me that it is not Y2K. It's going to be more in the modern. Like I said, it's probably like 2015, 2016, right in there at the latest. But this kind of stuff is just, like I said, I put these in my store and people will go in and buy 4 t-shirts and boom, done, 25 cents. All right, next one here. This one I did get pretty excited about. So this is a AAA brand. If you guys see this brand and it's on a woven label, it's definitely a Y2K. This one, I don't even have to look at, I already have these memorized. These are always made in Mexico of U.S. fabric. So it's during the period where U.S. was still producing a lot of textiles and fabrics. They would take those fabrics, they would ship them down to Mexico. Mexico would then make the clothing and then ship it back up. That doesn't happen really much anymore. It's either made in the USA or it's just not anymore. It's generally made overseas. So this is a AAA. I mean, unfortunately, someone put their initials back there, but whatever. But look at this thing, guys. This is Orlando Polo, Florida. This is a sick t-shirt. It's got one little spot on it I saw somewhere that I'm going to have to just treat, but this is embroidered. So this is just a really super cool preppy style prep, retro, vintage, easy flip. Polo stuff, just all of it. Anything that says polo sells for me. Obviously, if it says Ralph Lauren, it's even better. But this is just straight up polo. It'll sell. It's preppy. It'll sell, and it's Y2K. Next one we've got here. This is another brand that always sells for me. This is Santa Cruz skateboards. Skater Boy, which is B-O-I, Skater Boy, B-O-Y, Skater Girl, Surf, Cali, SoCal, preppy, prep, retro, throwback, double-sided. I mean, there's just so many things going on with this. It's got a really cool floral look to it. The tag has actually got some meat and potatoes to it. So it is made in Mexico too. So it's going to be not super old, but it's going to be a little bit older. It's got a .com on it. This is probably like a 2016. I would say something right in there, which, like I said, is technically modern, but man, is 2016 really modern? Like not with the way stuff flows and goes nowadays. And then she was so cute, you guys. She goes, and I want to give you something for free. And I was like, oh, you don't have to do that. I was like, that's so nice. She was like, well, I've got some stuffed animals over there. And like, they were really like used kind of old, like beanie bears and stuff. I was just like, oh, I'm good. Thank you so much. She's like, okay, well, I'm going to throw something in the bag for you. And I didn't see what it was at the time. So I'm just now seeing it. It's a little koozie. And it says the Austin Brew Bus. I mean, come on. That's so adorable. I can't ever get rid of that now. This is how I end up with boxes of random things, because if someone gives me something like this, I'm like, I can't get rid of this. Oh my gosh, that's so cute, you guys. Oh goodness. All right. And then this was the thing. I got two more things from the thrift store here. These ones I got real excited about. So I have not comped these, but I have sold these before, and they go for like $100. So they need just a little bit of cleaning here in the front, and I'll just use my just suede cleaner on those. I am curious. These are definitely like an actual military tactical boot, though. These are not like knockoff or anything like that. These are real. I paid $5 for these, and they're in crazy good condition. So let's see. I'm going to comp this real quick here. So rough comp. You would be so fun to watch on Christmas morning. Oh my God, I love Christmas, you guys. I love Christmas so much. Like, we definitely have a good time. I love Thanksgiving, guys. I do the whole dog show. I do the parade. I sing and dance during the entire parade every year. While the turkey's cooking, we have champagne, and then I do the dog show. I know all the different breeds because I'm obsessed with dogs. It's a whole situation. Okay, this total side note. All right, let's take a look here and see what these comp for. I think the last time I sold a pair of these, I sold them for like $100. Yeah, so 100, 110. These are a vintage 90s version. Yeah, boom. I think we'll be able to get, once I clean these up, I think I'll probably get like 95 to $100 for these. So not bad for $5. I saw those on the shelf. It's got someone's name written in it, which is actually pretty common for like the original person's name to be inside of there. They do that so that they don't get their boots mixed up. So anyone that's buying those is not going to care about that. And then last but not least, from the thrift store, I picked up these. These were $4. Little pair of Vans, bread butters, easy peasy. These are the suede ones with the cloth here. If you get these Vans and they have this suede on these, you cannot throw these in the washer machine. There's going to be some other reseller that tells you can, and you're more than welcome to follow that advice. I am telling you right now that if you do that, it will change the color of the suede. It can cause water spots around the edge. It can peel this top away from the suede because they use a different kind of glue on these than they do on the other kinds of Vans. How do I know this stuff? Because all I used to wear was Vans and Converse, and I was completely obsessed with them. So I clean my shoes every time I come home from anything. My shoes are set out tonight for me to clean them for my garage sale this morning. I take very good care of my sneakers. And this stuff here, there's a great cleaner called Just Suede. You can go to the link Dinketer up in the BOIOE on my wall, and you can find it. It works the best for these. And then just a little soft brush. And then you can do your pure acetone here around the edges. If it didn't have the suede, they get thrown in the washer machine. But I always seem to be able to get about $5 or $6 more for the suede ones. Okay. All right. Moving to the next. Moving right along. All right. Moving to our bag here. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't believe we're still going. Hey, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and doing this. This is something I have to do when I get home anyways, is separate everything out and figure out. I separate t-shirts and pants, and I separate wash. I'm looking for flaws. I'm trying to get stuff out that's garbage. So I got to do it anyways, but I'd much rather do it and hang out with you guys. Oh, Gia's Closet, welcome in. Yeah, definitely peel. How can I fix that? On the shoes, if you're keeping them for yourselves, there is a glue over in my link Dinketer. If you go to it, it's there's a thing called so you want to wash some shoes or something like that. And if you go there to the Smile store, there is a glue in there that works really well for gluing. Now, if you're using it for yourself, great. If you're going to resell them, you have to decide if it's even worth it, because then you have to disclose that, and it's just a reason for someone to start a return. So are you celebrating National Coffee Day tomorrow? Is that even a question? Excuse me? There's a National Coffee Day? Dude, I live on the caffeine. Are you kidding me? I will be celebrating hard by staying in my pajamas and working all day and drinking coffee. Okay, next thing we've got here is another pair of self pulls. These have the two double back flap pockets. These are called flap pockets, in case you're wondering. These also are like an asymmetrical lean. These also have whiskers in the front. This is definitely an older self pull. Look at that label, you guys. Dang, that is super fire. Whoa. I don't even know that I've ever even seen that one. Back little area, leather is worn off. Super common in these. That is amazing. Yeah, those are sick. They got like the fixed stitch, Y2K, all day, baby. All right, next thing I got for myself. I did actually get this for myself. I bought this at the sale for myself for 50 cents. It's one size a little bit too small. So I think what I'm going to do is wash it, stretch it, lay it flat, and then put something heavy on top of it so that I can stretch out the material, because I want to wear this so bad. Are you guys ready for a super sick t-shirt? All right, ready? Dang! What is that? Come on! It's so fire, dude. The Bartman and Radioactive Man. I mean, can you even handle that? I am so, but it's going to be just a little tight on me. So I'm going to stretch this puppy out because I want it to work. I think I'll try the viral Kylie Puts Coffee in honor of. Sounds good, Sweet Fryer. I just sold another Christmas record. Hey, it's that time of year, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yes, this is modern. If this was vintage, this would have to go up. I wouldn't be able to keep it because it would be like a $250 flip. But this is definitely more modern. Let's take a look here and see if I've got a date on it. It still feels probably like a 2015-ish to me, just judging by the feel of the shirt. But I mean, it's just, I love this so much. I'm so stoked on this one. I'm so stoked. Okay, moving along. Enough about what Charity's keeping for herself. All right, next thing I got here, bread and butter brand for me, Torrid. Torrid always sells. Torrid sells fast. Torrid sells easy. These feel like an older model. Yeah, these are 2017. That's so weird to say that that's older, but it is. I mean, it's 7 years old. So these are just a nice little pant. They've got the little, small size down here at the bottom, bigger at the top. They're like kind of a medium-ish capri. They've got that army green to them. They're definitely older too. You can just tell by that tag. Their tag isn't woven like that anymore. It hasn't been woven like that for a very long time. So like I said, 2017, for me, I have noticed 2017 is really about the last year where you see the double up labels all the time, or tags, where it's got the double and then it has the stitching in the inside. This is probably not even as stitched as the other ones. This is probably a flat stitch. Let's take a look here. Let's see if I'm right on that one. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit. So what I mean by flat stitch is when you look at, and this is a little tip for when you're looking for vintage stuff. So when you see a label like this, open it up. When you see all those little threads like that, it usually means it's a little bit older. But see how this side isn't? That side doesn't have the threads on it because they were able to get that printed out by using a different kind of machine setting. So when you see both of them with the strings inside, it's generally a little bit older. 2017 is really the last-ish years where I even see these with that. Now, some of the luxury brands will still have that, but not very many. So it seems to me, just in my experience, and everyone's going to have different opinions on that, but it seems to me like 2017-ish is really about the end of that. You start getting into 2018 and 19, you start getting paper tags, then you start getting into 2021, and then you start getting the plastic kind of stretchy tags. So that's kind of the end of those. Another pair, exact same pair. If these are the same size, I might even double these up and just do these two together, depending on what the size and measurements. If the measurements are different, then I won't. If the measurements are the same, then I'm going to do the, double up, All right, and then we got another pair of Torrids here. I mean, Torrids, I'll sell these all day, every day. These are really basic. Now, I will pick these up only, though, if they're cheap. I am not trying to pick these up and, you know, I don't have any illusion that I'm going to get some crazy amount of money off of these. These are just a really easy peasy lemon squeezy flip, probably like a $12 pair of pants. But when you're picking them up for $1, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And people that want that kind of stretchy feeling to their clothes love Torrid, because Torrid almost always has that. Case in point, another pair here. These ones are super cool because they got the zippers, so they kind of have that like biker, rock, concert. You could put edgy or alternative on your trigger words for that one. And this one feels just a little bit newer than that. Let's see. Do we have a date on this one? Yeah, this is a 2020. So let me show you what I mean. So remember how we were opening up our tags here? Look at this tag. See how it's just like flat? There isn't a bunch of like woven threads in there. That's what I was talking about. So 2017 is really about the last time you'll see that. That was like perfect timing for being able to show you guys what I was talking about. Okay, next up, we've got another pair of jeans here, a little pair of Gap, low rise, bread and butter, easy peasy. These are, what year are these? These are going to be a, drum roll please, 2004. I might need old eyes on this one. Do we need old eyes? Where's old eyes? Old eyes, where are you? Old eyes, where are you? That is the name of these. Their name is Old Eyes. So every once in a while, Old Eyes has to be brought out. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so these look like a 2004. So these are definitely, oh, no, just kidding. Just kidding. There it is. 2011. I was going to say 2004 with the paper tag. That's weird. So that feels better. So these are 2011. So a little post Y2K. But I got them because look at the bottoms. Flare, boot cut. Hello. Western preppy, boho chic, faded edgy, bell bottom, baggy ankle. I mean, there's just so many different things you can put for that one. All right. Old Eyes. We only had to bust out Old Eyes once tonight. That's like an unprecedented event. Okay, next ones we've got here is another pair of Torrids. So this is going to be a distressed one. These feel newer as well. These are probably like a 2021, I would say, just by the feel. 2022. So these are 2022 modern. Now you will notice a difference in pants too. So I want to, this is going to be hard to show you on screen, but I'm going to try to do this. Okay. So you guys hear me talk a lot about beefiness, meatiness. I'll talk about like the feeling of it. So both Torrid, both pants, right? When I feel these, they have meat. They have a little feel to it. You get in those even older jeans and stuff, you feel it even more. Where's those other pair? So these are even older, right? Are these the ones? No, these are the ones. Meat. You can feel it. It's got beef to it. It's got a feeling to it. Then they started getting a little thinner. Still got some beef to it. Not beef like that, but it's got beef to it. Then you get into the newer pants and just listen. You can hear it. Do you hear the difference? I'm going to do it again because this is how I judge jeans when I'm out and about. Listen. Okay. That. Hear how it's like a higher octave, how it sounds like not as expensive. It's got meat to it. Does that make any sense? Give me hearts or love or something if you guys can hear that, or did I just waste 2 minutes of your time? I am curious. Bailey's here, Christina's here. That is what I do when I'm out and about. 1, I can tell if a pair of pants are quality. 2, I can tell if a pair of pants is older. You're looking for that. We call it the beefy cheesy taco grandma gaffers. Oh my God, freaking. That is literally what we call it. It's like a running joke in our house. But that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the meat. You guys, Ruth, you guys can hear that? Ruth says yes. Danny says yes. Bailey says yes. Good. Start listening. Do it with t-shirts too. Where's the t-shirts? I want you guys to hear this. I want you to hear the difference. I'm going to grab this one. And then where is one of those newer? I'm going to grab a newer shirt. All right, perfect. Here we go. And then do we have an even newer one? Yep. All right, guys, lesson time. Ready? Oldest, listen. Okay, oldest. Middle.
Santa Cruz.
Higher. Yeah, Santa Cruz. Higher, hear that? Newest. Do you hear the difference? Okay, one more time. Oldest, I'll do oldest and newest. Low octave, beefy. Newer. High. It's the thread count. They don't put as much threading in the shirts as they used to. That's why shirts back in the day didn't get, you can get a Y2K shirt with 2 pinholes. That shirt, we're going to take a 2014 or 15 shirt. You're going to get a few pinholes in 2030. You take a 2024 t-shirt, that sucker's going to have holes in it by 2031. 6 years from now, mark this, we're time stamping this, we're time dating this. I guarantee you that most of the t-shirts that you are seeing come out, all obviously the fast fashion stuff, but like the stuff that's at the mall or Spencer's or any of that doesn't have that quality, that beefiness to it, it's all going to end up with pinholes. And we're not going to have anything with tags anymore because everyone rips the paper ones off. Super Dad says helpful. I'm glad you guys could hear it because I'm like, are they even going to be able to hear that on here? Who's got the meat? Right? Where's the beef? Ooh, we got to do that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, new subscriber sticker. We're going to do a where's the beef? Charity, where's the beef? I have to remember to do that. Where's the beef? Bet you see me at the thrift store doing this week. Do it, Ruth. I'm telling you, just listen. You can hear. It's so different. Like, so little trick there. Every shirt I own has holes in the tummy area. I figured out it's my seatbelt. Oh, that's interesting. All right. And Coles, are these newer? I'm curious. Are these newer shirts? Are these like more like fashions that you've gotten in the last like 5 or 6 years? They're adding more and more Lycra also. Tina, thank you, because Lycra is inexpensive. And because as a country, our bodies have changed. And so they also are trying to make things fit differently. Yes, new and thin, Coles. I'm telling you guys, we are going to see this. We're going to look back on this live 10 years from now. You're going to be that crazy blue hair girl was right. We're going to have nothing with tags and everything's going to have pinholes all over the front. Yep, we like that stretch. I like that stretch, guys. I like chicken sandwiches. Come on. Hello. All right, next ones we've got here is another pair of Torrids. These have a little bit of feeling to it. Let's take a look here. These have a little, I can actually hear something on those. Yep, 2008, baby. I'm telling you guys, it's every time. Listen, remember those other Tords we had? Listen to these. Hear that? It's got meat. It's got the meat. It's got the meat. So those are 2008, so that's great. We already did the Santa Cruz. All right, little pair of shoes here. Little pair of bear traps. We paid $2 for these. I don't even know what these will comp for. I sell bear traps. They always sell. I don't seem to have a hard time. Not to be confused with bear paws. Man, I've had a hard time selling those. That was a brand that was really popular for a minute. Maybe as we're headed back into wintertime again, it'll be a little bit better. Yeah, so these look like a $25 flip on Poshmark, 45 on eBay. We'll split the difference, call it 32. And these are in really good condition. They just need a little from the brush. From my electric brush, you guys know I use because I refuse to scrub things by hand. This one here was a new with tags. So this was a no-brainer. I don't usually pick up Converse stuff unless it's the shoes. It's kind of like picking up Levi's shirts. Now, that being said, if it is a button-up denim, I'll always pick it up with Levi's. Or if it's vintage, I'll pick it up. But like the Levi's dress shirt button-ups or the Levi's hoodies, they don't really sell. Same thing with Converse. But this is a new with tags. So it has the tag on it. Looks like it was marked down somewhere to $6.99, but I guarantee I'll be flipping it for more than that. I wonder what year this one is. It feels kind of thin, so I'm not thinking this is super, super old. Let's take a look at the, oh, it's an interesting tag though. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. We need old eyes again, guys. We need old eyes again. Twice, we need twice tonight. Okay, old eyes, the light, the heat, old eyes, it is complete. No, there's no dates on there that make sense to me, unless it's an 05, but it's definitely not. So I would say that those are just factory codes. I'm curious on this one. Let's take a look. It feels thin, so I can't imagine this is an old item. If it is, it has tricked me in a way that I can't even explain. But new with tag stuff, guys. I mean, I barely ever pass on new with tags because it's just so easy. What else do we got here? Oh, Sweetbriar. Oh, you guys you're quieting down. Oh, all right. We got used $20 on Macari. What do we got? Used 20 on Macari. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy selling it for $20 with the tag. I mean, because honestly, it didn't cost me anything. So I think I paid $1 for that. All right, moving to the next item here. All right, next one we've got here is a Tommy Hilfiger 3/4 zip. This thing is lit. Like, this will definitely sell. I'll probably even pop this one over on Grailed. It has a spot back here in the back, but that looks like makeup to me. So anytime I see like that blush color, I just know I can get it out. So I'm never too worried about that. Let's take a look. Do we got a date in here? Oh, no, it got cut off. Oh, they cut it off. Judging, this is going to sound silly, but judging even just by that, this is not super vintage. This is probably going to be like a 20. It's not a thick boy tag. Probably like a 2017, maybe. Let's take a look. I'm going to see if I'm right on that, just judging from the feeling of that tag. Or should I say the half a tag that's there? Let's see if we got that. Yeah, I thought so. It's definitely newer. So probably if I can get all the stains out, maybe like $35, which not bad for $1. Holler for $1, baby. All right, now this is one that I'm really interested in. I have not comped this. I paid $1 for it. Something about it just screamed at me to get this. I've had really good luck with stuff with this kind of like soccer-ish style logo. The tag felt interesting to me, not like super old, or I don't know. Something about this drew me in. Let's see, is there any dates on it or anything? So I'm just going to comp this and see if this is anything. I am curious. I'm going to hold it up one more time for you guys. Does anyone recognize this? Is that youth? It's a medium. I think that's probably maybe. Oh man, that's a tough one. Because that's pretty, I don't know, let's try it on. So I am not a small lady. I typically wear, like this is a men's large shirt. So this is a medium jacket. Let's see. Yeah, it might be a men's medium because men's mediums don't ever fit me. If it is a youth medium, I'd be surprised because I don't think I could even get a youth medium on my body. So, ooh, that's kind of, man, if that thing fit me, I'd actually probably wear that. That's kind of sick. Dang, look at that. That's kind of sick, you guys. Whoa. If this was one size bigger, I think I would keep this. Like, that's fire. What do you use to clean stains for makeup? So I usually just do a little bit of OxyClean. I'll just spray a little OxyClean on it, let it sit for like maybe 20 minutes, and then I go in and just do a little scrubby, like just really lightly, and then I throw it in the wash with Color Safe bleach and a little bit of OxyClean powder. I'll run that, see how it turns out. I don't dry it. I just take it out, I look at it, or I'll hang dry it. And then I'll take a look at it. And if it needs any additional spot treatment, I'll go from there. But generally, that'll take the most of it out. So this is this. It says Chelsea Football Club, which obviously is going to mean soccer. You're welcome, Super Dad. Show us close again. Yeah, just a second. Let me get this zipped up because I'm going to try to comp this. Like I said, for some reason, there was just something about this that drew me in. So it says Chelsea Football Club, and it's obviously an Adidas. It's a real Adidas too, but it's got like an interesting old woven label. And I don't think it had anything else on here. It just has the little tag that says like, what it's made of. So made in Thailand, so it can't be that old. I don't feel like it's super vintagey, but let's find out if we can find it. So if this is a youth medium, like I said, I'd be really surprised, but it is a slim. I mean, it could be. That's one of those where I tell the people, please look at the measurements because sometimes like a youth large and a men's small is almost the same size. So I always say, look at the measurements. All right, what do we got here? Chelsea London football training. Oh, wow. We got one for $50 on eBay. There's one for $29 on eBay. Oh, no, that's totally different. Just kidding. Here's one. Here's another one. Let's see what this one is on eBay. This one says, oh, yeah, they're only asking $19 on that. And this one says youth on here. Oh, but the tag is totally different. Tag's totally different. That's not the same one. Yeah, this is an interesting one. This may take further investigation. Oh, all right. Okay. So maybe this is more vintagey. So here's one that looks like it's a 2009. There's one that says it's $90, 45 on Depop. That I would trust more. Let's take a look and see if this is the same one. No, it's a little bit different too. I don't know, guys. I'm going to have to do a little investigation on this one. Bailey says, Primer League, so Major League. Oh, Premier League, so Major League. You know what? I would probably even, I think I might classify this as a youth, but then also in the measurements or in the description, I'll put may fit men's small or medium. Because like I said, the fact that I can even get that on my body is crazy, but the fit is a little bit slim on that. So interesting, definitely interesting. It's got a pretty beefy tag on there too. So I don't know, guys, we're gonna have to do a little hunting and investigation on that one. All right, we got one more item. We got one more item, and then this girl's gonna grab herself some din din. So we got a little pair of boots here. Always good to end the night with a pair of cowboy boots. I paid $2 for these. This is a little pair of Chelsea style just ankle boot. And these are a pair of Justin's. They are a size, what size? 3.5D. So they're smaller, but not crazy small. I would say it's probably like a small woman's foot or a smaller guy's foot for those. So cowboy boots always have interesting sizing on it sometimes. So, but these are good. These are in great condition. They just need a little love. They obviously haven't been leather cleaned. So what I'm going to do with these, this is how I do my cowboy boots, is I'll stuff them full of a little bit of packing paper first. And then what I do is I go in and I take my Wyman's and I spray it all around. And then I just kind of work it in. And then I'll spray a little bit more in and I'll just kind of work it in. And because I've put that paper in there and given it some stability, it'll help to pop everything back up. It'll pop that heel back out and all the weird little things. This is what boots look like when people haven't taken care of them and conditioned them and just thrown them in a bucket or something like that. But the thing about cowboy boots to not snooze on is and anyone that's ever sold cowboy boots in here or wears them can agree with me on this, I think. It's amazing how busted up a pair of boots can look and what you can bring them back to just by using a little bit of leather cleaner or leather conditioner. It really is amazing how much more new they'll look. I mean, I've taken Ariats that literally look like they've been through like Barrel Bunny rodeo competitions, and I've brought them back to like just looking gorgeous. So yeah, it's like a Steelers jersey being 3-0 this early. Oh, interesting. All right. Yeah, so I'll have to get that listed. And with that kind of stuff too, if I am going to classify it like as a youth, which I may need to on that, I'll have to look at the measurements. But I just want it out of the store. Let's go. I mean, if someone else is selling it for $90, I'll sell it for 76. Like, just get it out. Let's keep going. Do you clean the insides? Yeah. So what I'll do is just take my rag. So after I do the outsides and it's all set and it's good, right? Then I just take the paper out. I'll take a rag, spray a little Wyman's on there, and I just go in and kind of do this. And then I use my little vac. I don't know if you guys have seen me do it, but when I clean shoes, I have this little shoe vacuum I got from the Smile store that I love. And it's got this long nozzle on it that works really well for cowboy boots. So it just goes in and I get all the like goobers out. I'll condition the inside. I'm just always really cognizant not to touch any of that. I mean, these are just thirsty. They're just thirsty. They just need a little water. I just don't want to overwater them like I did my plants because I've decided I don't have a green thumb. Saddle soap, then conditioner. Yep, God is right on the money there. Saddle soap for the win. God says, go Steelers. I love it. Oh, we're getting a little football talk in here. All right, you guys. Okay, that's me. That's everything. How do we think we did? So let's recap here. Where's our sheet? Where's our cheat sheet in here? I don't even know where I put it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we went to, I don't even remember the numbers now. We went to 31 garage sales. How many of those sales did I actually get stuff from? Maybe like 17. So it's not like I'm going to every garage sale and finding stuff. Like I probably say, okay, thanks. Well, nothing for me today, but I hope you guys sell it all. I say that more times probably in a day than I actually buy stuff at a garage sale. So it's just a numbers game, just like anything else. Law of 20% comes in. If I go to 31 sales, that means 6 of those sales I'm guaranteed to find fire at. And most of these items are probably from 6 to 10 sales. And then a few of them just kind of trickle in from other ones as well. Thanks for sharing it. So much education. Oh, gracious. I'm so happy. I love being able to help you guys out. I know, man, you just feel so lost. It's so tough in the beginning. You just don't know what you're doing. You don't want to waste money and you don't want to waste time. And I think most of us are, on a budget that are doing this. And so you just don't want to spend more than you're making. You're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. I mean, I bought a pair of jeans with a broken zipper today. It just things happen, right? It's the way it goes. But anything that I could do to help you guys, to ease those growing pains a little bit, or just to help motivate you. I mean, you guys help motivate me too. Like, I get all excited on Saturday mornings because I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to do the haul video and show everybody it's gonna be fire. Everyone's gonna be so excited. So you guys add just as much value back to me as I'm adding out, and I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for all the hearts, love. Oh, whoa, goal. We went over 20,000 hearts tonight. Honey, over 20,000 hearts. Dude, you guys, that makes me feel so good. Do you have a video on how to read tags for dates? Every single pair is different. I do need to do a Levi's one is what I need to really do, because that's the one to find the easiest one on. I just haven't found a lot of Levi's in the wild the last couple weeks. It's been a lot of other like Gap and some other ones. So, but I need to do that. All right, you guys, thanks for joining, whether you're joining us on the old Tubies at Tubies or you're joining us on TikTok of the Talk Talks. I appreciate you. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Our subscribers, I will be making some new stickers. So I'm sure you guys saw the ones tonight that I made, but I will be making some new ones. I've got some good ideas for them. I'm just having fun doing it. I mean, if you guys are going to subscribe, you got to have your own special stickers, right? It would be more fun, but TT keeps stopping me. Oh no, Briar, no. Here's 204 more likes for the road. Thanks, baby. You know I always love that. Okay, you guys have a great night. I won't be on live tomorrow. I do Sundays with the fam, but I'll be back on Monday. We'll be doing shipping Monday morning. So just look for my video. It'll have a little register thing on it. You guys can click on it as usual. And then that way you'll get a reminder before I go live. So it's not just like a surprise, I'm live. It's like you can, kind of be a little prepared for it. Or maybe you want to do your shipping at the same time I do mine, so we can do it together, which is always fun as well. All right, thanks, Gracious. Thanks, you guys, so much. Gia, thanks for the follow. Cheryl, thank you for liking the live. All right, you guys, have a beautiful evening, and thank you again to every single person who joined us on the Tubes It's You. All right, take care, everybody. Peace.